Forever. Dog.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to the best show on another Tuesday night here in March of 2023. How are y'all doing tonight? My name's Tom Scharpling. I'm the host of the program. It's nice to have you here with us on this beautiful rainy night in Los Angeles. Los Angeles rainy. You'd think we're in bleeping Seattle the way it's going up in this piece, right? Rain, rain, go away. Don't know the rest of the song. I'm not a lyrics guy. I like melodies, and I like the melody of that song. Never paid attention to the words. Tonight on the show, though, you're going to pay attention to these words. Matt Christman, Will MENAKER from CHAPO Trap House on the show. And tonight we're going to talk about the 50 worst characters in movie history. Get ready for that. And if you want to be a part of the fun, you call 201-989-0012 and you call in and we'll get your votes for the top 50 worst movie characters of all time. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to begin the show. Let's get right to the good stuff. Let's play the theme in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Best show, best show, best show. Keep on laughing with the radio on Tuesday night, when all the other days have got you down. You'll feel alright, you'll feel alright. Over on the best show. Over on the best show. Best show. Best show. Best show.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the best show here on a Tuesday night in March 2023. It's a rainy night in Los Angeles. Ooh, it's so cold and rainy. What are we going to do? It rains everywhere, so people got to stop. I'm telling you, it's raining a lot out here. The rain, I can't believe how much rain. And look, I say it too. I'm as guilty of it as the next person. What do you want it to be dry? Everything catch on fire? No. Rain. It's good for you. Just like spinach and Brussels sprouts. It's Brussels sprouts, not Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. My friend Andrew Gregory pointed that out to me. We just heard the band Unrest from their Imperial FFRR album from a long, long time ago. That was I Do Believe You Are Blushing on the Teen Beat label. One of the all-time great records. Still sounds awesome. Can't get enough of it. Love Unrest. Mark. Bridget. Phil, I think. Top notch, baby. The phone number, 201-989-0012. That's the number if you want to be a part of the fun extravaganza tonight. The topic, again, 50 worst movie characters of all time. And we're going to be joined later by Matt and Will from CHAPO Trap House. And I'm also going to ask them some politics talk about Trump. I'm not going to ask them about that. Do I have my crew with me tonight? Do I have AP Mike? AP Mike, are you here?
I'm here, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to the show, AP Mike. How's it going?
All right.
Good. Look
I
at
feel like I just spoke to you yesterday.
Yeah, maybe you did. Listen to that pep in this guy's step.
Uh-huh.
I tell you, he's reborn. Pep.
Can I get things started with the list?
Oh, no. Let me.
Yeah.
We all have to say hello,
Look, this guy's
Mike.
He's jumping the line. He doesn't want any of you guys anywhere near the show.
You'll
Can we get the nice stuff?
It's fair. It's fair.
Uh-huh.
I can't knock the hustle. And that is Jason Dudio Gore we hear, of course. How are you, Jason?
I am great, Tom.
Listen,
How are you?
I'm great. He asks, how are you? I'm very good. And I'll play a little thing for you, of course. I played for Mike. You get a Hadouken.
So we each get a Hadouken?
Yes.
I love it.
And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the one and only Pat Byrne. Are you here, Pat?
What's up, Playboy?
Oh. Bam! Okay, why did he get a different one?
What's that?
He got a different one.
No. You all three got Hadouken.
No,
from,
that wasn't
Street
Hadouken.
Fighter. I'm pretty sure. We'll
No,
have to
play it
listen
again,
back
play
to
it
the show.
again.
No, I did. I did. It was Hadouken 3 times. I only have one button on this whole screen here. How are we doing tonight? The Four Horsemen, as we are called, when we're all together. How's that going?
It's going good. We recorded a killer Four Horsemen yesterday that people are going to get to hear this weekend.
Oh boy, did we ever. It's a really funny episode.
It really is.
Really funny Four Horsemen episode. Can't wait till you hear it. Over at the Patreon, patreon.com/thebestshow. That's where you get everything. We'll play a little thingamajig that tells you all about that in a moment. But yeah, that's a fun thing you look forward to. We're dropping new content on Sundays, and it's really good stuff. Another thing I will tell you is on the way is years in the making. Years in the making. I'm just going to tell you this. There are 2 episodes in the can now of Ahoy! The fried fish sandwich review program. 2 episodes in the can. Going to record another one on Thursday.
Can you fire off like a foghorn or something whenever you say ahoy?
You'll get.
Or is that already part of the show?
You're on the ride on this one. You're on the ride. You don't know what's coming.
I have no idea.
You don't know which way's up when it comes to Ahoy. Just get ready for that. So, yeah, it's me and my co-host for that, Harry Walliner, H-Man. So get ready for that. Very exciting. It's going to surprise a lot of people. That's all I'm going to say. What's going on tonight, guys? Anything?
Well, I think Mike wanted to get started. He didn't want any chit chat, really.
No, Mike is Mike's to the point. He's got places to be, people to meet.
I saw a movie recently that featured some really bad characters, so the topic couldn't be more pertinent.
Yeah.
Is this all from one movie, Mike?
Yeah.
What movie is that?
Well, I'll throw out some character names and let's see if it jogs your memory.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Stearns.
No.
American Werewolf in London.
Emil Blonsky.
Oh, there we go.
Emil Blonsky. This is
He's someone.
This sounds like a Captain America movie.
Yeah, this is the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he got it.
Jason got it?
Yeah.
Emil Blonsky is the Abomination.
Mm-hmm.
So, played by
Samuel
Tim Roth.
Stearns is the
leader.
wacky scientist.
And this is because Mike, everybody's got a thing going on now. We got Four Horsemen. We got
Yeah,
four
did it in a sneaky way, a little sneak back way.
Yeah, I haven't even mentioned the Hawk.
No, you haven't. And you legally cannot mention the Hawk anymore because I am actually having the Hawk shut down.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's the paper is going to be paperwork is on the way to your
Oh,
house.
good.
No, we have on the Best Show Patreon, we got all these things. And Mike has a new show coming called Make Mike Marvel.
With special guest star Brett Davis.
Yeah, special guest star Brett Davis. And Mike's going through each and every Marvel movie. And those are going to start to drop very soon. We'll start getting those on very soon. So what do you got for the topic? Let's get it started. Then we will boogie to it and see what's what. And we'll have Matt and Chris on in a little bit. But let's hear what the crew's got to say.
Which one you going with, Mike?
Who's a bad character on that list, Mike?
I'm going with Samuel Stearns.
Samuel.
So you're going with the leader.
Okay.
The scientist.
Okay, the scientist. Okay, so that's his look. Okay, I don't know if it's going to make the list. If the leader is going to make the list of the top 50.
Tom, I may have number one here.
What is it?
I'm going to say Anakin Skywalker, but mainly when he's a child.
So you're saying Phantom Menace, Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. He's got to be top 10, I would think.
We'll see. The Star Wars stuff has to shake out. That I want to shake out
Right.
throughout the program. Star Wars is a tricky one. There's characters that people might think are good that are actually awful, and characters that people don't like that I'm perfectly fine with.
I think I know who you're gonna pick
I'll say
to
this.
embody the Star Wars universe.
You do, and I do. We all know
think
which way
everybody
that's
knows.
going. Yeah. I just want to say, it ain't going to be Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, no.
Everybody, Jar Jar Binks, he
Too easy.
sucks.
He's a hero.
He sucks. First of all, he does suck. You know what else sucks? Almost every other character in Star Wars sucks. There's only two good ones. That bleeping robot and the giant dog. Right?
It took me a second to figure. I'm like, there's a dog in Star Wars?
There's a giant dog.
He's a giant dog.
The whole thing is, think about it this way. And what makes them the best characters in the whole thing? They don't talk.
That is nice.
No. One goes, wee beep boop, weep boop, weep beep beep. And the other one goes, "Rrrr." And then those are the best characters in all of it. You don't say nothing. I once wanted to do a Star Wars movie, just those two. Nobody ever talks in the whole movie. I don't know if that's going to happen. If anybody knows somebody over at Star Wars, send that their way. Maybe I'll be making a Star Wars movie. What else you got? Pat, you have anything for the topic?
I think the character Booger from the Revenge of the Nerds movies.
Oh, Booger's a hero, Pat.
You can hate a hero, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a great he's funny, but he's not a nerd. So I never really
The chat is a little 50-50 on this, Pat. I got Booger is great and Booger sucks.
No, I mean, like, he would have been great in like a party animal movie, but it was just kind of weird because he wasn't a nerd, but he lived in the nerd house. So
That whole nerd
He was their
movie.
maintenance guy.
That whole nerd movie is not very good.
No.
Revenge of the Nerds. Well, boy, they sure took over now. We're living in a war where the nerds run everything. Nerds. I can't believe him. Martin Scorsese must be jealous because he didn't like Thor Ragnarok. He's jealous. Yeah, he's jealous. He's just at home. He's at home tearing his hair out because he didn't get to make Captain America Civil War. He only made Goodfellas, and when he could have in Wolf of Wall Street and the Kundun and all the rest, right? But he's at home. He's just flipping out because he didn't get a chance to do anything with Vision. Vision.
I'm glad you said it twice.
Of course, you got to sell
Yeah,
it sometimes.
you do.
That way.
I do have a couple more.
All right, what else you got?
I've got Billy Zane from Titanic.
Billy Zane from Titanic. It's a true villain.
Yeah.
Got to say, saw Billy Zane eating at a cafe about 2 months ago.
Was
Very
he dressed like a 1940s biplane pilot?
No, he was.
Because that was the time I saw him.
He was in the 21st century.
Okay, good.
He was not dressed like a flyboy. Billy Zane in Titanic. I kind of like that character, actually.
Yeah, he dressed to sneak on the boat.
The one I don't like is that battle axe who threw the jewelry off the boat.
The old woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Because get this.
Old Rose.
Old Rose. This is what Old Rose says. Oh, I'm on the boat. I need to honor Jack by throwing this bracelet worth tens of millions of dollars off the side of the boat. Hey, you know how you can honor him? Sell that bracelet and start an art school. He was an artist. Start an art school with it. It's free to get in. Start some sort of thing to get people scholarships with that. No, I got to throw. And the other thing, last time I checked, Jack had nothing to do with that necklace.
Nope.
He didn't even touch that thing. So why are you paying tribute to him by throwing it over the side of the boat? Throw you over the side of the boat. That would be if I directed Titanic 2. It would start first scene. She goes over the edge of the boat. Yeah, go find the necklace.
Speaking of boats,
Yeah, what's that, Pat?
what about the mayor from Jaws?
The mayor from Jaws. He sucks.
Well, can we put Old Rose on the list? I think that's the first one, right?
Old Rose. So let's just make it happen. Let's put Old Rose at number 20. We'll see how this list shapes out.
Got it.
Old
20.
Rose from Titanic. Pat, what do you got?
I got a couple, but I was going to say, since you said boat, I was thinking of the mayor from Jaws.
Oh, you said the mayor from Jaws, of course.
Yeah.
I got to say, guy was just trying to look after the town. He wanted to sell some funnel cake.
Oh, God.
His kids were on that beach, too.
His kids were on the beach, too. And if that the Kitchener kid was in Jaws' stomach, so be it. Right? I'll tell you one thing. And I mean this. This summer's coming up. If I'm in the water and I see a shark in the water, look out. I'm not scared of sharks. I'm not scared of manta rays, whales, any of that stuff. And if you're in the ocean and a shark comes at you, you fight it. You go toward. If you see a shark that's not even bothering anybody, go fight it. Actually, that's bad advice. I take that. Strike that last one from the record. Strike any of this shark fighting advice, quote unquote advice from the table. None of it flies. So Mike says Sidney Stern from
Samuel Stern, otherwise known as the leader.
The leader from Captain America or whatever it was it Hulk?
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
And he's going to be in a film coming up. So he's back.
Look at that.
Your favorite character is back.
The leader will be back.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, get ready, Mike. The leader will be back.
I do have one from the chat that I want to call out here.
What's that?
Tavy says both Blues Brothers.
No.
All right.
No. Neither Blues Brother makes the list.
What do you think of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Tom?
I enjoyed
particularly
it.
the two leads,
Who do you mean?
Mike Damone
Damone.
and Mark Ratner.
You don't like Damone,
You like
the
Damone.
one who scalps the tickets.
Yeah, the ticket scalper, the cool dude.
Yeah, we're going to see Aerosmith.
Yeah.
The one who gets the lyrics wrong to Surrender when he's like, your mommy's all right, your daddy's all right. They just seem a little bit weird. Yeah, I could put Damone. Maybe Damone makes the list. Let's put Damone for the time being. We'll put Damone at 25, and then we'll see where we go from there. Damone might not make the cut, but Ratner, he's annoying. He's not the worst though. He might be on the. If there was a list of the top 50 cooks in movie history, he's a total beta, total cook. Right? He's such a beta. A Chad like me sees a guy like Ratman, and I'm just like, red pill it, baby. It's time. Let's get you red pilled. It's toughen up. No, it's awful. No, but that character is like a sensitive character, and I like that character, actually. I feel bad. He's a sweetheart.
The chat is saying fat bastard from the Austin Powers series.
I would probably go more with Gold member if I was to put anybody on the list. But we'll see.
He loved gold.
He did love gold. He also liked eating flakes of his own skin. Is that weird? Remember, he was like, "Is that weird?" All right, I want to play everybody a little clip-a-roo that tells us all about everything you get from the Best Show Patreon. If I say it, it'll take 15 minutes to say. If I play this thing, it'll be over in a matter of moments. Let's watch this, and then you know everything you need to know.
Hey everyone, it's Jason Gore, otherwise known as Dudio, here to tell you about the Best Show Patreon. It's where you get all of the extra episodes of the Best Show. It's where you get the ad-free version of the Best Show. And speaking of extras, this week we have the first edition of SNW Q&A. That is a question and answer show with Tom and John in the studio together. It's up on the Patreon right now. I was there for the taping of the first 2 episodes, and they are amazing. There's also a video version up, so you can get that at the Best Show Patreon, patreon.com/The Best Show. This is how you support The Best Show. We couldn't do it without your support, so thank you so much. Patreon.com/The Best Show.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded great.
It did sound great. I'm not sure who the announcer was on that, but they did a great
Who
job.
did that?
It was you, Jason. Thank you for that
Of
amazing
course.
job. And thank you to the other 3 members of the 4 Horsemen. Jason, Gore. AP Mike.
I supposed to say something?
No, I'm just saying goodbye.
Okay.
I think we sign off now, Pat.
Okay.
Mike.
And Pat Byrne.
Okay, that's not a Hadouken. Again.
3 Hadoukens for the gang.
Unbelievable.
So, first of all, welcome to the show. Thanks for being a part of the fun. It's going to be a great episode. It already is a great episode. This list we got going, my oh my, right? Pie oh my. If I was a horse, I'd say pie oh my. But I'm not a horse. I actually did have pie oh my in the 5th and lost my shirt because the track was muddy. It doesn't run well on mud. No, we have tonight a great topic, great guests. What did I want to talk about? Oh, this Joe Rogan Comedy Club. Yikes. Yikes. It's this guy Joe Rogan. He sucks. Everybody knows he sucks. He finally, I'm going to open a stand-up club. I never saw anything worse than this. He opens a place in Austin called The Mothership. And I've seen video, seen pictures. What a dump it looks like. He gutted the Alamo Draft House so that we can all have the privilege of watching Kill Tony, a live episode of Kill Tony. Well, whatever. Look, these comics, they all rent to Austin. They all live in Austin. We're all leaving Los Angeles. Good. Bye-bye. So eight derelicts moved to leave Los Angeles, and everybody's supposed to suddenly be like, oh, please don't go. Please. No, come back, Tom Segura. Whatever. More power to all of them. But I watch this. But the thing I can't stand with it is the endless, we're under attack. We're under attack. Oh, I'm so worried. Finally, it's a place I can say what I want. Finally, from some free speech is allowed. What did I miss that these guys were? I mean, it's pro wrestling what they're doing. They're playing characters that are under attack. Oh, finally, I can say what's on my mind. I can speak free. And then what's on their mind? Well, I need to walk you through every nuance of everything I think about trans people. Oh, thank Christ. We finally know what every comedian thinks about somebody who it has nothing to do with them. What do you care? Mind your business. Go away. Well, I got to weigh in on this. No, you don't. No, but I need to say where I stand on this. You don't. And then this Chris Rock stand-up special. Pie, oh my, with that one. What is going on with this guy? He's everybody's got to have an opinion on everything. Imagine this. You're in an arena. 18,000 people. 18,001 people in the arena. One of which has a microphone. The other 18,000 don't. But then he's going to tell you that everybody has to have an opinion on everything. You're the only one with a microphone right now, Chief. Sit back and listen to me have my opinions about how everybody out here shouldn't have opinions. I saw the chat for a second. I was offended for a second because people go to twitch.tv/bestshow4 for life to be a part of the chat going on over there. And somebody said I was beating a dead horse with this pie. I was the first second. I was like, hey. And I was like, oh yeah, it's pie on my. But this Chris Rock. I mean, are we supposed to work up some sort of chart that goes like, okay, let's make sure we track where every stand-up, where they're at on the issue of trans people in society. Do we know where Bobby Collins stands? Oh, let's make sure. Dom Herrera, we don't have his opinion yet. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I I don't know where Carol Leifer stands on the trans issue. Just leave people alone. It's all right. You're alive. Everyone else is alive. Go about your business. You'll all be fine. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why it's the utmost of importance. You know what maybe you might want to do? Come up with some actual jokes. That might be just my 2 cents. Come up with some jokes. Let's do it to it. Let's go. We got a busy night. Hot phones tonight. Hot phones. Big calls. Hot phones. Let's go to those hot phones. 201-989-0012. Let's go at 2. First call of the night. Hello, Best Show. Okay.
Look, Sheila. Look, I'm sorry. I thought this relationship was ready for a third participant. Clearly, I was mistaken. I just can't believe you threw your sangria in my face when I introduced you to Jasmine. No,
Hello?
it's okay. It's fine. I just had a whole special night planned for us. And what's that? No, of course we're still going to Burning Man. Of course we are. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'll be home in an hour.
Hello?
Can you make biscotti tonight,
Ugh.
please?
I don't want-
Please.
Ugh.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll see you later.
Hello? Hello?
Oh no, is this Tom?
Yeah, this is Tom.
Oh no, please don't tell me you heard all that.
Yeah.
Oh my, mortified. Oh no. Well, I guess that's as good an argument as there will ever be for not having 2 phones, right?
I guess so. That was
Yeah.
not that was
Oh, well, it's one of those things. I guess that's a good example of not being able to put a genie back in the bottle. Like, it's out there. Okay, got to live with that.
you buy that we heard it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like biscotti. Is that a crime? I
And
don't
you
know.
say it Puschetti.
I do. Yeah, and then I also say please.
Yeah, that Puschetti is one thing. Please is another thing.
Well, I didn't even say when I said that it's nummy.
You didn't even say it was nummy. Well, that would be the triumvirate right there. But Puschetti, Puiz together is rough stuff.
It is. Well, yeah.
Well, look,
Live and learn, right?
Live and learn. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well. Hello, welcome to the Best Show.
Hi, Tom. It's Herb Brownstone. I'm here in East Northbridge, and as always, I'm loving the show, loving it.
Thank you, Herb. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, always a ton of laughs and chortles to be had by one and all.
It's what we're going for.
That's right. Oh my God. I didn't think it would ever happen, but it looks like the commander-in-chief is finally going down, right?
It's going to be very interesting to see where things go.
Yeah, I'd heard he was going to get indicted tomorrow, but now they're saying next week, and I heard some rumblings that are pretty interesting. Do you want to hear what I heard?
Yeah, please. You got some inside action?
I do. I do. I heard something from someone who knows someone, on the inside of the DOJ, and they say that Trump has one last major card up that impossibly huge white sleeve of his.
Wow. Okay. What is that? Do you know?
Well, yeah. In a couple words, it's the third installment of the Saturday Night Fever trilogy.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Well, apparently, he thinks if he can get cast as the lead in a major motion picture, he can't be indicted. I don't know where he got this idea.
I mean, that makes literally no sense.
That's what I thought. He said he heard that Chevy Chase would have gone to jail for murder had he not started filming Modern Problems.
Murder?
Yes.
News to me. I didn't know Chevy Chase was up on potential murder charges.
No, I knew he was terrible, but I didn't know he was a murderer.
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, this is all news to me, Herb.
Yeah. So anyway, getting to this movie, Trump wanted Frederick L. Durst to direct the film, but he's busy right now doing Mr. Roberts 2, Flagrant Night Prowls, and I think they're filming it in Chechnya, so he can't do it.
So he's Frederick L. Durst. You mean Fred Durst? That's Fred Durst.
Yeah, the artist.
The artist Fred Durst. Yeah.
Yes.
So he wanted Fred Durst to direct the movie, and he's unavailable. So what is there another option or?
Yeah. So as of now, Wes Borland is going to be the Helmer on Saturday Night Fever 3, Disco Don, the Dawn of the Disco.
Wes Borland, the guitarist in Limp Bizkit.
Yes, he's had a deep interest in films for several years now.
Okay, that's very interesting. I never would have thought Wes Borland was gonna be a motion picture director, let alone direct a movie. What is now? I don't know. What is Trump's connection to this movie?
Oh, he just thinks it's a cool idea, and the title is terrible, and it sounds worse if you say it real fast. Yes, 2 for Disco Don of Disco.
2 for Disco Dawn of the Disco.
The Dawn of the Disco.
The Dawn of the. Well, I guess you're technically going to say like 2 for Saturday Night Fever 3, Disco Dawn, the Dawn of the Disco.
Say it really fast.
2 for Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. 2 for Saturday Night Fever 3, Disco Dawn, the Dawn of the Disco.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it's. I think it could sell a handful of tickets for sure.
Yeah, that's a rough. If you were saying like 3 would be the hard. 3 for Saturday Night Fever 3, Dawn of Disco, Dawn of the Disco. Like.
Yeah. Donna what?
Yeah,
Dawn of the Disco.
Yeah. Well, so he's producing this movie, or what is his involvement?
No, he's starring in it.
He's starring in it.
Yes. Yeah. There isn't a script because, it's such short notice. And I'll tell you, as of last week, Wes Borland didn't even know he was going to be a director.
Wow, that is wild.
It's last minute. So Trump wants to start shooting this thing just based on what he remembers about Saturday Night Fever 2, which is, of course, when Tony becomes a dancer in a big hit Broadway show.
Yes, which that was Staying Alive, I think they called
Staying
it.
Alive. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was Okay, so this is continuing the franchise.
Yes. He has not done a single thing about securing rights, as far as I know, either.
God.
So I don't know what he's thinking, but he did say it's going to be a cross between his 2 favorite films of all time.
And what are those?
Can't Stop the Music.
that's the Village People movie.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And his other favorite film, Death Wish 3.
Those are Trump's two favorite movies.
Yes.
Can't Stop the Music, the Village People movie, and then Death Wish 3, a movie that is just laughable in so many spots.
Yeah. Horrifically violent, but
Yeah.
also horrifically inept.
Yes, that's poorly made. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's excited. He's already got his white suit. I didn't know that they actually made suits in Oct XL, which is like, I guess 8 X's.
Like a white disco suit.
Yeah, and I heard that they just dyed David Byrne's Stop Making Sense suit white.
For Trump.
Or they
Because
stripped it,
his
yeah.
suits are so baggy and weird. Like, he dresses like he doesn't know that you go get the suit altered after, like,
No.
tailored. He dresses.
No,
he's like like the rough material is what he wears.
Yeah, just give me that. Don't hem it. I don't need anything taken in.
Yeah, I'll wear
if
it
anything,
out.
we'll let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just wear it like this.
Yeah, and they're just like, sir, this is not. There's been no adjustments on this suit.
I don't care. I think it looks fine.
Those like rumpled pants. Like
Everything is wrong. Everything's wrong.
Yeah, just bad, long tie, weird long sleeves, rumpled. What a strange man. So he thinks that that's going to get him out of getting indicted.
Yes. Yeah. And he also wants to do a callback to, in Staying Alive, Travolta is super buff, like he looks like like he's looks amazing. So Trump said he wants to replicate that, and he's in training to get ready for those scenes where he's really oiled up, if you can imagine that.
God, I can't imagine him
I know.
He's oiled up.
Yeah, so gross. And I heard rumblings that Wes Borland is quite concerned that Trump is going to try to slather that body oil all over his McDonald's.
Because he does like McDonald's. It's one of the only things I relate to Donald Trump on.
Oh yeah.
Love.
How
love
many
him.
How many cheeseburgers do you think he's eaten in one sitting?
Yeah, he's knocked back a few.
I'll say 17.
I could picture he could knock back easily a dozen of them.
Yeah.
I could see that. It's like, it sounds weird to say, but I think Trump is good at eating fast food. He's
the best.
If there's such a thing if that's actually a skill, I think he's skilled at it.
He's great at it. And what's interesting is you've seen pictures on when he was on Air Force One of him, sitting at his table, and he's got a burger and fries there. I've never actually seen video of the eating. Have you? Like, I've never seen moving images. So it's kind of a fantasy of mine.
Like to see him knock back. Yeah. Like I've never seen him. Yeah. I remember that one photo where he had the salad, like the taco salad.
Yes.
And he was like happy, like was it Cinco de Mayo or something, where he was like, and like he was celebrating like Latino heritage with a taco salad.
Muy bueno. Yes. See.
Yeah. Yes. Well, wow. Yeah. Really, it's you're really taking me on a little journey there.
I am. We're going south of the border. Hey, speaking of, I was at a Mexican restaurant the other day, and they were playing that Mr. song. Do you remember it? It was like Kyrie little remember that song?
Oh yes, I remember that song.
What's it? Yeah. So have you ever heard the story about that song?
No.
The recording of it?
I don't know anything about it.
Well, the singer, Richard Page. Now that's Richard, not Jimmy Page, Tom. I know you like heavy metal.
Well, I mean, I don't love heavy.
Richard.
Okay. Okay, sure. I got you though. I got you, Herb.
Okay, well, you know how the song modulates up a couple times towards the end where it gets higher? Kyrie,
Sure. It kicks in for that, like to kind of bring it home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really emphasizes and it's very, it's anthemic. Well, the story goes that the actual track they recorded for that modulated 5 times at the end.
So it just kept going up a step or a half step, whatever that would be in like.
Yes.
So it'd be like, Kyrie lays on down the road. Then it'd be like, Kyrie lays on down the road that I, Kyrie lays on down, like that.
And then 3 more.
3
and
more.
So I know, it's crazy. And it was there was huge drama when it came time for Richard to record this. And, it's really hard. So, but he prided himself on being a great singer. So he goes in to do the vocals and all eyes are on him in the studio because it's like, is he going to be able to do this?
Yeah, like to really pull this off.
Yeah. So everyone goes, Richard, ease into it. Just take each modulation at a time. We'll stop tape and we'll do the next one. You rest your voice for a couple minutes and try it again. But he's like, no, I'll do it all at once.
Okay.
And so, he's got this alpha male thing. So they roll it and hits the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Hits the second one. He's signaling the engineer to keep the tape rolling.
Okay.
As it gets higher and keeps going, and he barely cleared the 4th modulation. And then when it came to the final one, the story goes that all they heard in the control room was this super high pitch. I'll stand back. It was like, and then a weird sound, and then a thud. And it was described as being not unlike the dull thud following the whooshing sound
from the device.
That Newbridge courtroom employees heard when Judge Davies operated the device under his robe.
Yeah, he got busted. This judge years ago got busted for this device that he snuck into the courtroom to kind of get his jollies with.
Yeah. I, for one, can't wait to see Robed for his pleasure.
It's the movie everybody's talking about.
Yeah. They say that Tim Heidecker's performance, his portrayal of Judge Davies is flagrant Oscar bait.
That sounds like a real pull quote for a thing. Well, no pun intended, I guess. That's a...
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry on that one.
They say he committed to it so thoroughly, his role, that he wore the judge robe offset at all times.
Wow, so he's doing some method acting.
Oh yeah, and he said it got him great seats at restaurants and also funerals.
All right, well, look, those are you realize the life a judge is living out there.
Yeah. Tim is apparently one of those guys that likes to go to funerals, especially for people he doesn't know.
Really?
Very odd. And then he'll sit. He sits in the front row and then he makes fart sounds, but nobody will say anything because he's a judge. It's pretty interesting.
So it's like a social experiment a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, like you think he's crying, like his face is in his hands, but then it's like you just hear.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Just to see what the reaction is.
Yeah, and then sometimes it'll be like.
Jeez. All right, Herb. I get the.
Okay.
I get the.
All right.
I get the idea.
So, okay. Yeah. So, getting back to the recording. So the other guys are just like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And they run out into the studio, and the guys in Mr. are shocked to come face to face with Richard Page's face lying on the floor.
So his face fell off?
He literally sang his face off, Tom.
Well, that I didn't know that was possible, but I mean,
I didn't either.
I hope he's
But one of them,
okay.
well, one of the guys thought really quick, and they put his face in a bucket of ice,
Yeah.
and then they sped over to Caesar cyanide to get it reattached.
So they went over to they got to see Caesar Sinai, where they not cyanide, that would be something you'd go to the hospital for consuming, not the name of a hospital.
No, it's Caesar's cyanide,
It's not.
isn't it?
It's
I thought it was named
cedar.
after. No, well, didn't Brutus Beefcake poison Caesar?
Brutus Beefcake's a wrestler.
Yeah, I know.
Brutus Beefcake is nowhere near this. I don't know what you're going down a really weird road right here, Herb.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. But anyway, so they did reattach it, but you know, it was just such a crazy experience that all Richard could write about at that point was what happened, and it's why their next album tanked so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was called Face the Music, and all the songs were about his face getting reattached.
Well, I mean, I could see how that would be a something you would be thinking about when you wrote lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But to have every song be about it seems like maybe a bit much.
Yeah, the first single was called "I'm in Stitches," and it didn't connect at all, so they ended up getting dropped.
Well, they had a good run.
You know, I'm sorry to say this. I'm getting a real negative vibe from you, which is really a shame, because after Steve Bannon and Eddie Trunk, you're my favorite radio personality.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That was a great company to be in there.
It's good company.
It's good company, yeah. Well, I was being sarcastic, but there's there's no negative vibe coming from me.
Well, look, you don't have to talk to me like that. You can't talk to me like that.
Okay. And why is that?
Yeah, you can't. Because I'm the guy Bruce Hornsby wrote The Way It Is about.
Really?
Yes.
The Way It Is, that big Bruce Hornsby hit from the late 80s, early 90s, whatever it was. That's
his biggest hit, 86.
86. I'm not a. So you were one of the people that he was singing about in that song who was being disrespected?
No. I'm the guy who did one of the things that Bruce describes in the song. Or should I say, in his version of what he thinks he saw me do.
Well, what did he think he saw you do, and how did he interpret it in the lyrics?
Well, first let me say, I managed the apartment building that Bruce lived in Charlottesville back then. And I have to say, good tenant, didn't make a lot of noise, paid on time, rarely got aggressive. So, he was all right in my book. But
rarely got aggressive. Okay.
Yeah, rarely.
I didn't know the bar was so low on, but whatever. Okay. Good tenant.
Yeah. He's what we call a you know how a lot of apartment buildings have the laundry area downstairs.
Uh-huh.
He would I'll just say he would put stuff in the dryer that would get, make a huge mess when it got dried, and then I would confront him on it, and then he would basically look at me, not say anything, and then turn and smash a window with his fist.
Jeez.
Yeah. But that was it. I mean, I had far worse tenants.
Oh, well, okay. All right. So look, you inspired.
Yes. All right. So the line in the first verse of the song, it's, he's describing a guy in a silk suit, which I did wear and I still do. Basically telling an unfortunate elderly woman who's struggling. She's on the street, and he said he saw me tell her to get a job.
Oh, that lyric. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But he didn't get it right. He's wrong.
Okay. Well, how did he get it wrong?
Well, he didn't see the whole exchange. I was singing that doo-wop song "Get a Job" by the Coasters, I think, with that elderly woman, and we were doing sha na 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 sha na 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 bow sha na 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 yeah dip 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 mum 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 mum, and he walked up right as I said "Get a job."
Okay, that's really.
You don't well, you don't believe me, or you do believe me?
I kind of don't.
Crap. Okay. Well,
I mean, I think he would hear that you were singing.
that's what I told him too. He didn't believe me though. I don't know. Weird. It went to his head.
It all went to Bruce Hornsby's head.
Yeah, it did. Hey, speaking of randomly seeing something that's appalling, the other day I was in Business Bridge and I was dropping off my taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So I drop them off at the front counter, and I leave the building, and I turn the corner, and on the way back to my car, I see my accountant, who I've known for 20 years.
Yeah.
He's coming out of this adult movie theater.
Okay.
I was shocked.
You were shocked. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know this place was still open. It was really famous back in the day. It was called the Crankadero. Did you ever go there?
No, I didn't. I never made it over to the Crankadero.
Yeah. I only went a couple times, but back in the 70s and the 80s, it was a very happening place.
The adult movie theater in Newbridge.
Yeah, but it wasn't seedy. Well, sure, they showed the standard Spank House fare, like Knights in Black Leather, Pretty Peaches, What the Swedish Butler Saw, Kung Fu Sex Party, Wet Wilderness, Snow White and the Seven Perverts, Once Upon an Orgy, stuff like that. But they also offered live performances from some of the most respected erotic artists of all time, pretty much.
Okay. Like who? Anybody in particular?
Yeah, see if I can remember. Lisa Suckdog, Gigi Allen and his Murder Junkies,
Mm-hmm.
Guar, Jim Rose, the Carl Palmer Band.
Wait, the Carl Palmer, the drummer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer?
Yes.
I did not know his band was erotic.
Oh, yes. Well, when I say his band, it was basically just him and a giant drum set, and then the high point of the show would be when he would start playing the drums with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That is very sick, actually.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Me neither.
No. But look, I bring that up because I don't feel like I can look my accountant in the eye ever again.
Because you saw him leave the adult movie theater.
He was literally wearing a trench coat. Even it was pouring rain, but still, it's a bad. Optics are bad.
No, that's very on the nose.
Yeah, and that's why I don't regret filming that and posting it on Facebook.
Oh, well, that's not cool.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, look. Getting back to the Bruce Hornsby song, "The Way It Is."
Yeah.
That dumb deal left out like 5 nice things I did do that would have portrayed me in a much more positive light.
Like what?
Well, I'll give you 2. I know for a fact he saw me give a slice of pizza that I dropped on the cement to a needy person.
So you dropped a slice of pizza and then gave it to somebody else.
I did, yeah.
That's not.
And then
okay.
What?
No, go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it cheese down. It landed on the crust.
Still, that's not overly impressive that you gave something you dropped to somebody else.
Okay.
I might not brag about that.
Well, okay. It's more of a boast.
It is more of a boast. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, how about this? One time I lent him a book of matches so he could light his stove.
You lent him a book of matches?
I rented them to him.
You rented them?
Yes.
How do you rent a book of matches?
I don't remember. I was very drunk. So I don't remember. I don't drink
Uh-huh.
anymore, but I was,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you had a
So,
thing where you rented a book of matches to somebody.
oh, I'd rent everything to everybody. Like I'd rent water to tenants.
Okay, but how they don't even get to keep it?
No, it's renting. They have to give it
Yeah,
back to
no,
me.
I understand, but it's weird to rent water to somebody. I don't know how they could even give it back.
Look, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Okay. Look,
Sure.
here's why I'm calling. Here's why I'm calling.
Okay.
Okay. I understand you used to be in the entertainment industry as like a junior stock boy at West Coast Video. Is that what it was?
That's not even close.
Okay.
I have and still write for television.
Get out of town. Really?
Yeah. Why is that so hard to believe?
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cool.
Well,
And so,
thank you.
but now I'm glad I made the call because I need to know if you have an in at ShoutStream, the Shout Network streaming service.
I mean, I know people, and I don't know if there's anybody off the top of my head that's like a best friend, but I'd have to think about that.
Have you seen it? Because it's a pretty good streaming platform.
ShoutStream.
Yeah.
I have a lot of. Maybe I had a trial membership with it.
Right.
Tell me about it. I'm
Well, you'd remember because
Okay.
the packages are kind of confusing. There's 15 different tiers. It's pretty excessive, I think.
15. So there's different levels of subscription.
Yeah, they go from all the way from Shout Dirt, which is the cheapest, all the way up to Shout Antimatter, which is said to be the most expensive substance on Earth.
Shout Dirt. So if I get a Shout Dirt membership, what does that? I get the least amount of content or something?
I think you get half a channel.
Half a channel. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then as you get up, it's all like the rope package I think it's like 30 channels, but they're all kind of pixelated enough that it's really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And then burlap is black and white. Steak is a little better, copper better, and it goes all the way up to double platinum and the top tier, which is antimatter, which is the one that allows you to spy on lower tier subscribers from the privacy of your own home.
Well, that's not exactly a streaming perk. That's just an invasion of privacy.
Well, it depends how you look at it, I guess.
I mean, I don't know if there's another way to look at it, and that I would disagree with you on that. It's pretty clear cut. Okay, yes, and please do note it.
I did. I'm
okay.
Jotting it down right
Thank
here.
you, as I requested.
Okay, perfect. So I'm asking you about that because I want to see about getting on that Shout reality show, Survival of the Hottest. Have you seen this thing?
I have not.
Oh, it's so fun. Basically, they start with 24 totally hot coin-operated bitches, and they alternate between effing and gaslighting each other until there's only one diabolical hottie left.
That sounds really extreme.
Oh, it's so extreme. And this is exciting for me. They're doing Survival of the Hottest Gray Fox edition soon. For older guys and gals.
Okay, well that sounds a nice in an inclusive way.
Yeah, and I think I can win, and I'm not bragging, but my abs have never been this defined, ever.
Okay, well that's exciting. So are you?
So I got.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Well, so I think my bod is slamming, and I really think I can convince any of my competition that even my most heinous indiscretions are ultimately their own fault.
So that's like your skill set.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's your superpower.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm feeling good about it. So I gotta get that introduction, with someone from Shout. So
Yeah, I'm not.
so just kind of all right,
Yeah, no, not off the top of
all
my
right,
head.
all right. Well, keep your ears out. Hey, speaking of ears, I understand you got a real earful from my dumb son Donnie last week. Is that right?
Wait, that's your son?
Yeah.
He's in that band.
Don't even say the name. It's so embarrassing.
What is that? What are they called? Crap.
Don't say it, please.
Crap, I'm blanking on the name.
Please don't say it.
Crap, what is it?
Wet Cherry.
Wet Cherry, that's right.
I hate it. I hate.
So you hate
And the
Wet
worst,
Cherry.
I hate. Oh, I hate. And the worst thing is they're getting back together.
That's so. Why do you hate them so much?
Well, nobody wants it. Literally, not a person wants them to get back together. No, I take that back. One person does. This one kid commented on his Facebook page that he was too young to see Donnie and Wet Cherry play back in the 80s, and he really wished he could see them now. And that's all Donnie needed to just go hog wild and try to relive these glory days. Oh, so stupid.
That's
I can't.
That's rough.
Yeah, awful. I can't relay how much grief that stupid band caused me throughout my life.
But how so?
Well, I used to work. Basically, I was a senior accounts manager at a State Farm Insurance location, and
Okay.
my coworkers would tease me and sometimes literally beat me up because of these dumb Wet Cherry flyers Donnie would put on the windshields of cars in the State Farm parking lot.
Okay.
So embarrassing. And the flyers were a picture of Donnie doing that dumb thing that those metal singers would do where it was like shh, and they put their index finger on their pouty lips,
Yeah, yeah.
And the text said it was something like "Get wet with Wet Cherry," featuring me, Herb's son, this Saturday at Los Amigos.
Oh, why would you get singled out like that?
He went out of his way to embarrass me by putting my name on the flyer.
Why?
Because he wanted to get me. He wanted me to get God, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, but I just don't know. Okay, well, whatever. So he wanted you to know, or whatever. He wanted to get you by promoting you on the flyer for his band that he hates.
He knew I hated the band, so he wanted to just kind of stick it to me. And but that's besides the point. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that Donnie didn't tell you about the incurable disease and his miraculous recovery he experienced back then.
He did not.
Okay, well, here's the scoop. After he crashed that yacht and he tanked his career, he had nothing at this point. He was down to his last wacky package.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah. Oh my God. So at this point, he makes this announcement that he's got an incurable case of, see if I can get this right, tuberculosis.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's not a real disease. He totally fabricated it. So he could get, and I quote Donnie on this, to get sympathy, relief, and dat cash from all them hot POAs who wouldn't give my ass the time of day before I was a famous god.
Oh, that's very calculated.
It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
Imagine thinking that to yourself, let alone saying it to someone else.
I can't.
Sickening.
It is.
He's disgusting, and I have no idea where he gets that devious worldview.
Oh yeah, who would know? How
Probably his I'm guessing his mother. She's a real piece of work.
So you think, yeah, I don't know who else in his life would be such a horrid influence.
I can't think of a single person.
Yeah, me neither.
Nobody.
Nobody else seems to be so morally off target.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, you know I'm being sarcastic again.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, well,
Huh.
that's troubled me, but no, so yeah, it's you.
Oh, hey, listen, I gotta run in a second. My lawyer just texted and said he has some big news about this lawsuit I'm involved in.
You're in a lawsuit.
Yes, do you have like a minute?
Yeah.
Do you know the band Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know their hit song Mr. Brownstone?
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Mr. Brownstone, Herb Brownstone.
Wait, they wrote that song about you?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that song was about drugs.
Oh, no. First of all, I want to say, what are the odds of having 2 songs written about me in the same year?
Weird. That's weird.
Pretty crazy, right? So
That's a crazy one.
basically, it's nuts. For 6 months in the summer of '86, I managed a rental property that my mother owned in Hollywood, and I rented an apartment to Slash and Steven Adler.
Okay.
Yeah, and so every now and then the other guys, minus Izzy, I don't know what his deal was, weird guy. Those guys would come over and we'd have all kinds of fun, just hanging out. We'd listen to records. We'd drink a little beer, party, little bit of Krell, nothing out of control though.
Sure,
But
sure.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. We had the best time, and I gotta say, Slash, incredible dancer, really,
Oh, I
really,
had no idea.
super live, very live.
No idea.
And Axl Rose,
Uh-huh.
so funny, so caring, so nice, so
Wow.
giving. He would cook lasagna for us every Sunday night.
No idea. Never would have guessed that in a million years.
No, it's true. Oh my God, it was so much fun. So I lost touch with them after I moved back east about 6 months later, and I never even heard that album that they made, Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, it's a big album.
So somewhere in the 2000s, I do hear the album, and I hear the song Mr. Brownstone for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And I was very hurt by the lyrics.
Okay. Yeah.
I took great offense to that line. That old man is a real MF. I'm going to kick him on down the line.
It's weird that there's a person. I assume that was about heroin.
No, and what really hurt was that I was like 40 when I met those guys.
And
I wasn't old at all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a rough one, Herb.
So I brought suit against them for flagrant disparagement of a law-abiding corpse.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And so your lawyer what's going on? Where's the case at? You said your lawyer is.
Yeah,
pursuing?
I gotta call him back in a few when I oh no.
What?
Oh no.
What is it, Herb?
Oh my God. Well,
What?
oh boy.
What?
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 Oh no.
What?
Mm.
What?
Ah.
Herb, what is it?
Oh.
Okay, seriously, Herb, what?
Okay.
What is it?
All right, I've hemmed and hawed long enough. I guess what they say about the best show being the favorite podcast of local hair metal never wers is true.
Why is that?
It's my son Donnie. He must have been listening. Oh my God, Tom, he's outside my window and he's livid that I did cocaine with GNR without him.
Oh, this stuff you're okay. Yeah. So.
Oh no. Oh my God. He's standing outside. He's shining a flashlight on himself and he's holding what I can only describe as nunchucks fashioned from 2 Sprite cans and a curled phone cord. Oh no.
Oh, this sounds bad, Herb.
Oh no. Oh no. Donnie, no.
Herb? That is weird. That is, why would the music kick in like that? That I don't know. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. Well, I hope Herb's okay, and I hope Donnie eases up on him. Let's do it to it, baby. Let's go. I'm being told we can go to the Zoomarooney to see our guests. Oh, look at that. Look at this. It's like a look how handsome everybody is tonight. It's like I can't get over it. You got Matt Christman. Will.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
And we got Will Menaker over here.
A joy to be here. Welcome.
Oh,
Or I
that's
should
so
say,
exciting.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
And
Thank
hello
you.
to the Best Show chat.
Yes, the Best Show chat. Everybody's happy, having a great time. Everybody's so excited because you two are you're kind of the Lennon and McCartney of this podcast called CHAPO Trap House, and it's a very popular politic podcast, and you talk about Roger Stone and all the right? You're like, I hate Wait, do you hate Roger Stone?
I think he's hilarious.
I like his tattoos. I like his party down attitude. I'm a big fan of his wife.
I like his pin head. The fact that his head comes to an actual point at the back.
It kind of, yeah. I see what you're saying. He looks like he's always, I've never seen anybody look like somebody just poked him. Every time you see a picture of him, it looks like somebody just like elbowed him without him knowing where it came from. Like he's turning.
He's got
around.
He grinds his teeth. There's amazing footage of him in a deposition where he was being sued or something. He was clearly on one or two and rocking back and forth, and he was just gnashing his teeth. It's like he's got a bit in there, like he's a racehorse.
He would be a pretty good racehorse, actually.
Oh man, I'm putting the farm on Roger Stone to win.
Go to Santa Ana.
He looks to me. He always reminds me of George Liquor from Ren and Stimpy. Anybody remember him?
Yes, of course. He does have some definite George Liquor rage vibes.
Yeah.
I would actually go. I'm going to Santa Ana, and he's running against Pio Mai, and I just don't know who I'm gonna put all my money on.
I think Roger Stone as a racehorse, I think, should be called Nixon's Little Helper.
That'd be, yeah. Got Nixon's Little Helper in the 8th, Pio Mai in the 9th. Yeah, horse racing, huh? Boy, that's
the sport of kings.
Still sticking around somehow, huh? How's that?
I love that there's a time in American history when the top three most popular sports were baseball, horse racing, and boxing.
Boxing. It's the most amazing thing that boxing was you just watched the fights.
And even before that, you would listen on the radio to someone describing the fights. That's how much you loved guys fighting each other.
That sounds like such a thrill.
Obviously now boxing and horse racing.
Listening to Louis Schmeling 2.
Yeah. Like
boxing and horse racing have obviously fallen a long way. Baseball is sort of circling the drain. So I think these three sports need to combine into
now
one
we're talking
mega sport.
Consolidate.
You can ride a horse to first base and you can attack the other players. You can fight them.
Will, this is one of the most brilliant things, if not the most brilliant thing I've ever heard in my life. We picture what if, and go with me here, they're on the backs of the horses with boxing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And the jockeys, you get close and you try to whomp that guy on the horse next to you, right? And you're shirtless, of course, in trunks. And then coming the other way is a guy with a bat on a horse.
Yes.
So it's because there's only one batter at a time in baseball. So in this new sport we're coming up with, there should be one batter also. But the horse is just coming the other way. Oh, would that be more cruel or less cruel for the horses?
It would certainly kill less horses than horse racing does.
It's
I
true,
know that
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Look, I gotta say, I was writing on season 2 of Luck for HBO, and I had a great arc figured out where Dustin Hoffman hit the trifecta, and then all these horses just started dropping. We never got to shoot that thing. What if HBO just kept going on Luck, and they're like, we hear you people, we don't care. And now there's just like countless, like there have been 700 horses died for season 8.
Coincidentally, at the same time, HBO launches a brand of dog food as Luck season 7 rolls along.
Yeah.
This time we're putting landmines in the racetrack.
Yeah. Even at a point, Dustin Hoffman's just like, are we sure we are going to keep doing this with the horses? Like, it's making me very uncomfortable.
It looks like that's a lot of horses, isn't it?
Yeah. How many horses? Like it wasn't like 6 horses died.
It was it was like mid single figures, I think, which is a lot for like 12 episodes of television.
Yeah. The idea, it's just like, there must have been that first day we're like, oh my God, a horse died. And then just like 5 days later, oh my God, another horse. Like, then you get to, it's like, all right, something's wrong here. This, like, we're saying this way too often. This does not sound like it's as rare an occurrence as it should be for this show. But look, we're not here to talk about Luck, which I wonder, is that on HBO Max? That I like. They couldn't.
It should be.
It better be.
My favorite thing about that show is that David Milch made that while he was losing millions of dollars a year in horse racing.
Yeah.
He lost $10 million betting on horse races. At the time, he was making Luck. Can you imagine the day that he like loses $100,000 at Santa Anita and then like 3 horses die on the show that he's shooting?
Yeah.
Every day was like uncut gems for his life.
Every day he's just wondering. Yeah.
There's like that amazing piece in the Hollywood Reporter about his horse racing addiction. And like people said that he was actually like a really good handicapper. Like he could pick races really well. But the problem was he would go every day and bet on every single race, which is like when you do that, the odds really level out after a certain point. Because
you're kind of supposed to take your winnings and
go
home.
Supposed to see when you see Roger Stone. Is he a jockey? How's he on mud?
Yeah, Roger Stone.
Roger loves the slop.
He's runs well on slop.
Yeah.
So, Will, Matt, welcome to the best show. It's nice to have you back again. You're 2 of my favorite people and guests we could ever have, and it's a dream to have you both here. We are doing something called the 50 worst movie characters ever. And I know you both love movies.
Oh, yeah.
I know that. You both love movies. If Matt tells me about Avatar Way of Water one more time, I'm going to throw up. So we have a chart of the top 50. We're going to fill this chart in. And I'm going to say this. We got 90 minutes. Watch this to the listeners. You watch a chart get filled in 90 minutes. You're never going to believe the speed with which we fill this chart. You both love movies. So far, I think we put 2 people on the list. I put Rose, old Rose from Titanic, who to me, she threw that necklace for no reason off the boat.
Just for spite.
But she said she was doing it as a tribute to Jack, who had nothing to do with that necklace. Jack was like, that's not his necklace. He had nothing to do with it. She's like, oh, I just wanted to put it back in the ocean. Like, so first of all, she she did not murder Jack, but she would probably have been brought up on some charge for not letting him on that floaty, whatever they were floating around on.
And also keep in mind this was not like the throwing the priceless jewelry into the bottom of the ocean. Not exactly a selfless act of love or devotion to Jack, because keep in mind, once the authorities are made aware of this priceless diamond necklace, her and her family would be facing a stiff tax burden. So
Absolutely.
her way of dumping it in the North Atlantic is like, like a charity or something.
So
like
that
a tax avoidance scheme.
So what she just did is she just screwed that granddaughter who's on the boat with her.
Oh, big time.
Now she's going to be like, well, I guess I owe $7 million in taxes because my grandmother threw a priceless artifact off the side of a boat to pay tribute to. Yeah. So she's on the list. How does this work? Can we see the map? I'm not the map, the chart. There we go. Look at that. So we have Old Rose at 20, and then Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High is at 25.
I mean, I guess like Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, it was like the contention in that movie was that he was like the cool one because he had like rock concert tickets and he was teaching the like, hey, here's how you get laid. Listen to Led Zeppelin with your girlfriend. Like,
yeah.
But is he that hateable a character? I don't know.
I think, look, we all hate StubHub. We all hate Scout. He was
Ticketmaster.
He was Ticketmaster. He was the guy who made a deal to get tickets when they had the Ticketmaster at the jean shop or the record store, and he was like paying people off to get tickets. I think as a scalper, he embodies everything. Every person who did not get their Taylor Swift tickets, channel your anger at Damone from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Now, Tom, I was tuning into the first hour because I wanted to sort of get a feel for what the chat was thinking about with these worst movie characters.
Yeah,
You summarily dismissed one that certainly lit up, got on my radar.
Okay.
You said the Blues Brothers were not among the worst characters in movie history. You're a fan of Elwood and the other one.
Well, I need maybe convince me then. Why are they? I look at them; they're orphans. They trying to help save a church. Well, actually, that might be enough to put them on the list.
I mean, to me, it's more that they're like these Chicago galoots who anywhere they go, they cause a ton of property damage. And then like what's worse, and then they show up to like do rhythm and blues better than Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin.
Okay,
and
now
like
you're
really
making...
impress them with their musical chops.
Also, not funny. The Blues Brothers are not funny.
They are not
a couple
funny.
Of dorks who play music.
Okay, look, you're making the case. Tavy suggested Blues Brothers. I dismissed it out of hand. The not funny part is bringing me around on this. They are the least funny part of a movie called The Blues Brothers. Are the Blues Brothers? I think we might have to put them at 37. Jake and Elwood are fine. They're on the list now. Congratulations, Tavy.
37.
Yes.
Right.
The Blues Brothers.
I'd like to make a nomination for
Yes,
one of the worst movie characters of all time.
Yes.
We'll see if this one gets a pop. But I got to go with one of my most hated film characters of all time, Uncle Billy from It's a Wonderful Life.
That fucking
this drunk idiot, this drunk moron, this squirrel feeding moron just loses an envelope with like $5,000 in it, and that's in like 1930s money or whatever. So
it would be like if I was like, "Hey, I lost."
Nearly tanks all of Bailey's savings and loan. Turned the town into Pottersville because of his drunken oafishness. Uncle Billy, you're going to hell, buddy.
Can somebody tell me what $5,000 would be worth in 2023, please? I'm assuming it's probably about 15, a multiple of 15. I'm gonna say
it's a lot.
Yeah, If you lost
He's
$5,000 in 2023, that's a lot. I mean, not for
Bungling
the Chapo guys, of course. This is one of the wealthiest podcasts in the industry. It's everybody knows it's how did this get made? Serial, Chapo, Rogan. In that order.
Yeah, that's it. That's the order too. Yeah.
And then Fighter and the Kid comes in fifth.
Tom, real quick.
Yes.
$5,000 from 1946, which is the year It's a Wonderful Life was released, is worth $77,138.46
So he lost
in 2023.
Get him outta here.
$77,000. Yes. Number 10, Uncle Billy from he goes top 10. Uncle Billy from It's a Wonderful Life.
And coming in close on the heels of Uncle Billy, and for similar reasons, what's his name? Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka. I mean, why is he so broke? Why is he so broke? Get your money up. You're sleeping in the same bed with your whole family, waiting for
Until
your kid to
it's
bring home
time.
a golden
He
ticket.
can't move.
Yeah.
He can't move. He's paralyzed until the chance to go to the chocolate factory comes up, and that's like, oh, I can walk now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The healing
You
powers.
gold-bricker?
Yeah. This is what I'll say about Uncle Joe, right? Uncle Joe? Grandpa Joe. He is like, it's like he's like a little kid where he's like, hey, we're going to go to the furniture store. And suddenly he just slumps down, like he literally loses any ability to stand up straight. And it's like, hey, we're going to go get ice cream now. And suddenly, boing, he's up on his feet dancing around. Grandpa Joe, number 17. And I know people are saying, what about Augustus Gloop? No, he doesn't make
He got murdered.
Cut.
He got murdered by a chocolate making sociopath. Yeah.
Of the children in Charlie and Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, let's see, Mike TV, you got to assume they got him big again, like, so he's normal. Maybe you assume they sorted that out. Violet, not sure if she made it. She was expanded and turned purple.
Yeah, they said they had to squeeze her. I don't know. That sounds a little dangerous.
They had to squeeze her. She did not survive that squeezing. So that's who else was there?
Squozen to a permanent end.
Veruca Salt, mauled by squirrels. She fell into a squirrel pit. I'm assuming she did not survive.
No, she's dead.
Augustus Gloop, I think we literally saw him die on camera. I think he gets like lodged in that one.
He gets sucked into a chocolate drainage pipe.
Yeah, we see him lodged in there. We saw him die on film. It's like, at least they had the decency to have Veruca Salt fall through the pit and die down there. Yeah, so what they should have done is like, Charlie, you get the chocolate factory. You're the owner of it now. The police immediately come and go, who owns this chocolate factory? I do now. You're under arrest for the murder of 3 children. And then Willy Wonka just leaves on a glass elevator. He blasts through the roof and does it again somewhere else. It's like Spanish Prisoner. He just sets up a new chocolate factory in a new town. And the other thing, here's the worst part of this thing. You got these poor Oompa Loompas. They're running the thing top to bottom. They make this factory hum. They're doing everything in it. First of all, they were stolen from Loompa Land, and not even going to touch that one. Then
you have to read the original Roald Dahl.
Yeah. Which
the unexpurgated version.
For him to go, and it's like, and thankfully we're cleaning the language up that Roald Dahl used. So these Oompa Loompas, they're running a place. Willy Wonka says, hey, I'm thinking about wrapping it up and I'm thinking about retiring. You think this guy could promote from within? No, he's like, I've decided who's going to take over. And all the Oompa Loompas like, oh, well, that Oompa Loompa is so smart. He or she is going to be running this place. He's like, nah, I decided I'm going to put tickets in candy and whoever opens one of them might run this place. If I was an Oompa Loompa, there should be something called Revenge of the Oompa Loompas. That's what I would want to see. The Oompa Loompas fight back. They seize the chocolate factory. They shut it down until they get promotion from within. That's my Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Revenge of the Oompa Loompas. Earlier, the chat was sort of divided on Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
That's
but
true,
I come
I
down
saw that.
firmly in the Booger was a hero camp.
Booger
Booger
rules.
was a hero because he showed that like you can be cool if you're a nerd by doing drugs. Like that's the way out of nerddom is using recreational drugs.
That's
No,
pretty
Booger
much-
is cool. I stand Booger.
Okay. Booger does not make the list. Booger gets a pass. It seems like you're saying Booger could be on one of the coolest lists.
Yeah, one of the best movie
Absolutely.
characters of all
Yeah.
time.
No.
Sort of like, and then the other worst character I have, like this could be somewhat controversial, but it
Okay.
is connected both to Uncle Billy and Grandpa Joe, in a long series of stumblebums and winos. This is a character that's been, beloved in film history.
Stumble bums. What are
and-
you? Where did you just come out of a time machine?
Well, for this character, I did.
Okay.
I'm talking about the supposedly beloved character played over a number of films, Charlie Chaplin's The Tramp. I would say he's one of the worst characters of all time because he's broke. Once again, I don't like broke boys in movies.
No,
You got to have
you-
good credit to be a good character. He always looks a shambles. His shoes, his hat, they're full of holes. What is this guy's deal? Stop begging for money. I'm sick of him.
This is
Also, you know what? Speak up. How about you just say something?
Yeah.
Anything. This is getting awkward.
I gotta say, we got Grandpa Joe at 17, Old Roses at 20, Uncle Billy. We're really going after the elderly on this list. So
They don't come off well in films.
no, yeah. Let's see. So we're talking about the Tramp. Let's put the Tramp at number 21.
So a lot of people,
The
I'm
Tramp.
sure, have called out, have demanded, Jar Jar Binks, obviously. Jar
No.
Jar. It's got to be Jar Jar.
Matt, I want
I
to see if
would
we're on the
say-
same. I want to see if we're on the same page. Let's say it on the count of 3. 1,
1, 2,
2, 3.
3.
C3PO.
Yes. C3PO from the original, for sure.
Yes.
But from the prequels,
Mm-hmm.
Anakin Skywalker.
No. Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala.
No.
No.
Anakin is more annoying than Padme. It's not close. Anakin he's incredibly annoying to watch, and as a character, he is poorly written. It's like every
Okay.
way you would want to say a character is bad, Anakin is bad.
Now, look, you're right. Anakin sucks. I'm just going to make the case because I don't want this to be a Star Wars list. I feel
Yeah, I'd say like one from each.
this is what I say. I feel not Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is fine. He's a hero. Like he saved
Yeah.
the Gungan people with his heroics. This is a deal with C3PO. And this is the thing. Everybody was like, "Oh, Jar Jar Binks sucks. I can't stand Jar Jar Binks. This new version of Star Wars sucks. These prequels suck." C3PO is 100 times worse than Jar Jar Binks. He's ruining everything the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R2D2 saying, "Hey, let's get on this in this pod and go.
He's making it happen.
Yeah, we gotta
He's
get
saving
them.
their asses.
We got to get the message to down to Tatooine to find Obi-Wan Kenobi." And then C3PO, "Fine, you go your way. I'll go my way. I've had enough." And then he messes up again. He's always messing up. And R2D2's bailing this loser out. He's a loser. Our C3PO would
Yes,
also be
he
he's a top 5 all-time losers in cinema.
Didn't we just read like there was like an account of the actor who played C3PO,
Anthony Daniels.
Yes.
And he was basically saying that, like, while they were filming these movies, like in between takes, like he would always try to like bend George Lucas's ear to be like, like maybe in this scene C3PO could save them or perform an
Yeah.
act of heroism or something. Like George Lucas just blanked him every time and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, in this scene you're a coward.
Yeah.
You just continue to be cowardly."
And you're on the wrong side of everything. We're going the wrong. the best thing, and then Chewbacca pieces this loser together after he gets shot on the Cloud City. He finds this loser on a table in pieces, straps him to his back. Chewbacca should have left him to rot in Cloud City. The franchise would have been fine. Because what's he do? Think about it. Dun, dun, Empire, the first movie. Everybody's so excited. R2-D2, he's on the frickin' X-Wing with Luke. C-3PO is hanging out in the lounge watching the thing take place. And also, for something as high-tech as that, is that really the only video they would have of anything going on, is like some triangles turning at angles to see to track the action? I'm going to say C-3PO number 4. I'm putting C-3PO number 4.
Absolutely.
And then I will now, let's think about, so Anakin, you're talking about the 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker.
No, I think the Hayden Christensen version is even more irritating.
Okay.
Especially, and this is why he's a worse character than Padme. Not only like just morally worse, he kills the younglings and everything, but he also, his bad decisions actually propel the whole plot. We're hostage to his dumbass ideas. Like it is up to this idiot where the camera goes and what story gets told, as opposed to Padme, who's just packing in the background.
Like somebody saying,
Okay,
I'll
relent
C-3PO and R2-D2 are the two peasant guys from Kurosawa's Hidden Fortune. I know he stole everything from it. We know that. Joseph Campbell told us all about it. You know,
Some
Joseph,
IMDb level trivia right there.
you know that Joseph Campbell must have watched this Star Wars and been just like, wait, this is my fault now? I'm responsible for this? I messed up, and now the guy from the Lady Killers and the guy from Kind Hearts and Coronets now has to like debase himself in this dumb robe and be like, "Oh, it's space." Alec Guinness, that is the lowest treatment of a truly legendary actor, to be like, wear this robe and say this space gibberish. I almost want to put Jordan. Let's put, what do we call him? Teenage Anakin Skywalker? What? How are we?
He's fully adult, I think. So
okay,
maybe,
we'll just call him young. Well, Anakin Skywalker, because he's not Anakin past the movies. He's Darth Vader. So let's say number 26, Anakin Skywalker.
There we go.
Look, I'll relent on including Natalie Portman as Princess Queen Padme, whatever her name is in that movie, if we can include Natalie Portman's performances in every other movie she's ever been in.
Well, that is, we might have to let that slide, Will. I don't know if we're going to. I would like to put someone on the board now. Let's see. Anybody, what do we have from the chat? Any good suggestions from the chat?
I saw one really good one.
Well, Jason, are you tracking the chat? Who's tracking the chat?
Yeah, we're all keeping a watch on it. I do see Captain Jack Sparrow, and I kind of agree with it.
That's a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just giving me the douche chills.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Let's I was never. Have I ever done a bigger 180 than I did on that franchise? Like where I was like, I went from, hey, this Pirates of the Caribbean sounds stupid. It's kind of like he's kind of doing a Keith Richards impression. It's kind of weird. You got to, and then by the second one, I'm just like, how long is this thing? Get me out of here. Like I want nothing to do with this. Captain Jack Sparrow, 36. Or are you saying?
Yeah, throw him in there. But you watch those movies, like they just give you a headache. I remember I kind of liked the first one, and then that's like they just started punishing you.
Yeah.
But you look back now with retrospect, and it's, hey, they actually built those ships. Like that was a practical set. That's cool. They literally don't do that anymore.
No, to build a giant boat. Adam Resnick, friend of the show, and he directed the movie Cabin Boy. And
classic.
They built a ship. They didn't build the whole ship. They had a tank, and he said they never changed the water. He said it was the most disgusting thing he's ever been involved with in his life. He said you got crew guys wading through this water that's been in there for 6 weeks. He said it was
well,
just
actually-
like petri dish.
Ugh. Matt and I, you and I, Matt, were on the real boat that they filmed Master and Commander on. The
Yes,
HMS
the
Surprise,
Surprise. Yes.
is in San Diego at their Naval Museum.
Now that boat,
Yeah.
Master and Commander, is one of these things that eludes me. Somehow that's like it's like, I think there's a type of movie where it'd be like Master and Commander, Ford versus Ferrari. Like there's a certain type of like
Dad film.
You don't
movie.
like dad movies, yeah.
Like what's another dad movie that would
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption's a
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Huge dad movie.
Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove. Yeah, well, the whole
Saving Private Ryan.
the whole Yellowstone, is that what it's called? Yellowstone franchise.
Yeah, the
Yellowstone,
Yellowstone extended universe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yellowstone 1923, Yellowstone 1888, and coming soon, Yellowstone 1983.
I'm pitching Yellowstone 2525. It takes place. We jump 600 years into the future. Captain, did we put Captain Jack, and somebody's saying, reminding, Oscar nominated for that also.
Oy.
Ugh.
That there was a moment when they opened that envelope, it very well could have said Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. I see one on chat that's really good. Lois from Goodfellas.
Oh, please, that is I'm in my notebook. I have written down Lois.
Yes.
Number
Oh my God.
Lois is number 2 with the hat. Where's my hat? I can't do without my hat.
My lucky hat.
We
Shut
gotta
up.
We gotta go back and get my hat. My lucky hat. Number 2, Lois from Goodfellas.
I got one like he was brought up in the first hour, but I think it's time to start hating again. This is like beloved by some people, but I find this performance and this character to be one of the most grating things ever
I think
created.
I know what you're gonna say. Yes.
Chevy Chase and Cadillac. In Caddyshack or Fletch or any of his
Hi,
movies. But
you're saying
Chevy
hi.
Chase and
What the fuck,
Caddyshack.
man? That's John Candy. What the hell? No, Chevy Chase often sucks. Fletch would be a good pick. He always plays the same character. It's always awful.
Yeah. What would be so what do you think embodies the Chevy Chase experience? Is it him as Clark Griswold in Vacation? Is it?
I think Fletch.
Because Fletch is him being at his peak arrogance, where
just smug.
Everything is hilarious when he goes, "I'm Dr. Neffenflorper," and everybody goes, "Oh, come right this way, doctor." And like,
yeah,
wouldn't you just immediately know he was like lying to you? Like if he was, if somebody that looked like Chevy Chase came up to you and started going, "Yes, hi, I'm Doctor," you'd be like, "No, you're not. You're not a doctor." You just pick up on
He's
a
full
vibe.
malarkey.
He's full malarkey. And Lois Bird was the character's full name.
Lois Bird.
Number 2. My lucky hat. My lucky hat. Let's take a call here. Let's take a call. We're going to the phones. Hello, Best Show.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. You're here with Tom and Matt and Will, and we got everybody here. The other horsemen are around. Everybody's here. What do you got? What's your name?
My name is Mike. I'm one of the Mikes from Minneapolis, otherwise known as the Mushroom Mike from earlier calls.
That's right. You're the guy. You're Mushroom Mike.
Yeah.
How are you, Mushroom Mike? Now this guy, I've never laughed.
Oh, Lord.
I've never laughed in my life the way this guy will laugh 12 times on this call. I have not laughed in my entirety of being on this planet. You've already laughed more now than I've laughed in 10 years. Right there, Mushroom Mike.
Well, all right. You're. I still attest to your high amusing individual, but I have 2 for the list.
What do you
First
got?
and foremost, Doubt Fire, Mrs. of Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire
Literally-
does suck.
All she's supposed to be the great thing of like, oh, it's so funny. He's like, she's setting out to root. People are trying to move on with their lives. Kids are moving on with lives. Everybody's moving on with lives. No. I'm going to show up and ruin everything. I'm just going to ruin your entire life for no reason whatsoever. Hooty hoo, she
This
says.
guy is a bad husband, a bad father. His wife is finally gonna move on with life, like you're saying, Mike. Finally piecing her life together, and then this lunatic infiltrates her life. You're right.
This is a bullseye. I totally co-sign Mrs. Doubtfire.
Also, Mrs. Doubtfire herself, not funny.
No.
Terrible. And keep in mind, Sally Field was going to move on to Pierce Brosnan.
Talk
about an upgrade from Robin Williams mugging all the time to fucking James Bond.
Yeah, talk about it. Exactly. Suddenly you've, hey, I'm actually dating Pierce Brosnan now. Like primo era Pierce Brosnan, as opposed to, oh, I'm going this way, I'm going that. Oh, Captain, I cannot make it work. Captain, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like you're stuck. See, listen to this guy's laughing again, Mike.
I know. It's funny. You're a highly amusing individual. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Mike, I'll take it
number
every
2.
time. Well, let me put it on the show.
Number 2.
Hold on, Mike. Up, hold on.
Oh.
Number 15, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Ooh, thank you so much.
And also,
high up. Okay, number 2.
Hold on, Mike. I'm not
Francis.
ready. Mike.
Oh. I'm stopping.
Slow your roll, my friend. You think about it, in the pantheon of Robin Williams characters, you have 1 hour photo, creepy dude. You have Insomnia.
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire might be his creepiest character of all of them.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams. Patch Adams is, I don't know. You're really pushing for Patch Adams.
I think
Jason.
he's evil.
Why is he evil, Jason?
He does the nose a little too much for me. There's something there. I think if we had Patch Adams too, it would have been a serial killer situation.
So you think Patch Adams, like if we just hung out with him a little longer,
we would have learned too much.
We would have found like a bag of lime in his trunk. And the other thing with the other thing with Mrs. Doubtfire, he smashes his face in that cake. What is that really? Who bought that for a second? That's oh, I got my face cream on. Well, that's icing.
I will say that I always thought it was delicious. Like it made me want cake.
It did look good.
You can't tell the difference between Noxzema and vanilla frosting.
Who puts 2-inch thick loose frosting on a cake?
That's Mike. It's a good point. What's the other one you got for us, Mike? What do you got?
All right, but this is so good it's bad. I'm so bad it's good. So good it's bad. Francis Buxton.
Oh, that's
I'll get you, Pee Wee Herman.
But he's not the worst.
But like his character is good for like the movie, like he's supposed to be like a spoiled asshole. Like, he's supposed to be annoying.
I mean, look, if I was going to put anybody from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I don't know if I will, I would probably put Francis's dad, who goes, no, Pee-wee, you need to.
You love that gum.
When he goes,
he loves the gum
which
line.
gum do you want? Fruit, please. I'm sorry. Like when he apologizes is the best. When he's like, I'm sorry. I don't know about that, Mike. I think you did. You killed it with Mrs. Doubtfire. Batting 500 gets you into the Hall of Fame if this was baseball. But
all right, sir.
It's not.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the call, buddy. Let's see.
Well, I was going to say, just to follow up on Mike here, I think it's time to get political with my Robin Williams choice for worst character of all time.
All right.
Worst Robin Williams character, the one that supported the American Imperial Death Machine in Vietnam with his rock and roll music and wacky antics. That's right. I'm talking about Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam. So you're thinking the one that provided opiate to the masses to keep them from noticing they were in a criminal endeavor.
Yes.
He's
a
just
war criminal.
Keep listening
Robin Williams
to
in Good Morning America is a war criminal.
I'm going to keep playing Credence and hope you don't notice that you're on the wrong side of this one, guys. No, that's, or what about the character? Remember that movie where he basically played like Jon Stewart, who like became
my God,
president?
he gets
Man of the
elected
Year?
president. Man of the Year.
Man of the Year.
Ah.
When he was like, and then it like turned out it's like, oh, the votes. It was like, it was literally everything Donald Trump thinks happened in America happened in that movie where like the voting machine was broken and he accidentally won somehow.
Yeah, they had a faulty voting machine and it went haywire and then they had to cover it up.
Somebody's got to show that movie to Trump. He'll be just like, and like in the movie Man of the Year, in the great Robin Williams, great man, very, like he'll start quoting Man of the Year. Look, I'm not putting Bicentennial Man anywhere on this list. We all love Bicentennial Man. The next one, let's take a call and then I'll pitch another one. Let's see. Best show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Who's this?
This is Chalky in Los Angeles.
Oh, my God. Chalky in Los Angeles. One of my favorite people. This guy, Chalky.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just going to tell you. He's an insanely talented musician. He's the funk master, right? Funk wizard.
Oh, thank you.
The funk wizard.
Yes.
He also does a tour of Hollywood Forever Cemetery. I've done it twice. He shows you the whole thing. He knows literally where all the bodies are buried. And he shows you, here's Ema Sumack's, her grave. It's unbelievable. If you ever are in Los Angeles and you want to see something and if you even live in Los Angeles, you will have a great time. Reach out, find Chalky on Twitter and hit him up.
Chalky, I would love to do the Hollywood Forever tour next time I'm in LA.
It's so cool.
I go there to make
to
give a pilgrimage to Tony Scott's resting place every time I'm in LA. So I'd like to get the full tour next time I'm there.
On the house for you. I would love to take you.
Chalky will do it right. You got something for the list, Chalky?
I have a couple to pitch you. This is a hard topic because you don't want to just pick bad guys that ruin you. It's hard. So first I want to just pitch you Mr. Pink because he made people think it's cool to not tip. You know what I mean?
That's a good
Chalky. Number 41, Mr. Pink, just for the tipping, the anti-tipping attitude. And I want to say this again.
Wait a second. He was being an ally for the neurodivergent. Okay. I stand with Mr. Pink.
I got to still, even whatever his issue was, he was actively hardcore against tipping and took a true principled stand from his perspective on why tipping, he didn't need to tip. And his whole thing was basically too bad, so sad. If you work a service job, no, that's not how it flies. You're in society. Nobody ever went broke tipping. I said it again. I'll say it. I said it before. I'll say it again. Nobody ever went broke from tipping. You're at a place, you tip. You just tip. You tip what
Mr. Pink was from Europe.
Right.
He didn't understand the folk ways.
Yes, he didn't.
Service worker culture.
He didn't understand. Yes, he didn't get how it worked. No, that was his true evil, was not being a member of these hoodlums, the Reservoir Dogs gang. It was being a cheapskate. Short arms and deep pockets, I call it. Great one,
and
Chuck.
Thank you. It's a good performance, but it's like Bad Religion. They're good, but all the bands they spawn suck. It's kind of that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What is the worst movie? This is a whole other topic. A good movie that inspired bad, what good art that inspired bad art is a topic we should definitely do. The Graduate.
Yeah.
A Clockwork Orange. All the things that have just the spawn of all these things ruin everything. Day for Night, for example, has created so many bad things have been birthed from that movie. A lot of cutesy pie people dressed in headbands and riding old-timey bikes all over the place. Not naming names, but it's the other Anderson. So who else you got, Chucky?
Okay, so I'll burn through these real quick. I want to say Scott Pilgrim. His band sucks. He's whiny.
Yeah,
he's
Scott
jealous.
Pilgrim.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
Scott
Good one.
Pilgrim.
Direct hit.
Number.
Thank you.
I think we might have to make Scott Pilgrim. How many enemies did he have? 6? Did he have 6?
7.
7? He's number 7 on the list.
Boyfriend. Just let them live.
7 ex-boyfriends. He's number 7 on the list. Scott Pilgrim.
Thank you.
Truly
That's pretty high up
annoying.
there.
Truly whiny. Love Michael Cera to death. That character drives you nuts.
I love Michael Cera so much. That movie blows, and that character blows.
So
I said it.
that's great, Chucky. You said it.
And let me just pitch you one Star Wars. I wanted to say Alan Covert, Grandma's Boy, but we can move past that one. Salacious Crumb is my pick for the Star Wars because he's a Muppet. He doesn't belong in Star Wars, and that's it.
Yoda's a Muppet.
No, he's not.
Yoda's not a
He's not.
Muppet?
Frank Oz. Well, does he look like the rest of the Muppets? Salacious Crumb looks like a Grover or something.
Salacious Crumb looks like one of those like third-tier bird characters on the Muppets. And I also want to say over on Double Threat, the other podcast I do, we sell it. I got turned on to this guy Gonger, who's on Sesame Street. It is life-changing. This character Gonger. Do you guys know about Gonger?
No, I'm not. Is this a new Sesame Street
He's
character?
a relatively new character. He's teamed up with Cookie Monster. They both drive a food truck all over the place. I'm telling you. Go type in Cookie Monster food truck and you watch Gonger. You will change your life. Yeah, so where we Salacious, I might not put Salacious Crumb on the list, Jockey. I get the spirit of it.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
2 out of 3. Meatloaf said it best. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Can I plug something real quick, Tom? I'm so sorry, if that's okay.
Oh, wait. You're not plugging a show tomorrow at Zebulon, are you?
I was going to. It's free. Come on down. It's going to be a great show, everybody.
What is the show? Tell everybody what you're doing at Zebulon in Los Angeles.
I'm opening up. Lena's playing. She's amazing. She plays violin in Fuzz and Fields, and Cole from Kamikaze Palm Tree is going to be in that band, so it's great.
They're great.
And then Foxtails Brigade is headlining. That's Laura Weinbach's band. She's amazing. And then I'm opening, and it's free. So everyone come on down.
Zebulon, do it. Thanks,
Tom. Thanks, guys. Nice. I love Chapo. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Chucky.
Cheers. Thank you.
Chucky's one of the best. I want to put on the list. There's a movie called Dazed and Confused, and it has all sorts of characters in it.
I know where this is going.
No, I think I found. Well, Will, tell me what character you think I'm going to name.
Is it Wiley Wiggins' character?
It is not. You're very close. It is his dumb friend who cockblocks his other buddy who's at the dance and is like, he's like, come on, let's get out of here. And then the kid's like, I'm making out. I'm having a good. Come on, let's go. That twerpy
and then
kid.
they just like go and walk in a parking lot and get
then
bottles thrown at them.
But he takes the beer bottle, throws it in the air. The beer is like the nectar from the fountain of youth for these 14-year-olds walking around. This kid tosses a beer bottle up in the air, it shatters in the street, and they run. And he's the only one that doesn't get paddled. He dumps the paint on O'Bannon's head, and he's laughing. He escapes punishment in the movie, messes with his friend actually getting somewhere with a young lady, smashes a beer bottle, whatever that kid's name is. Can somebody find that kid's name? He's a blonde kid, the blonde kid who was in the trio. There was Wiley Wiggins, there was the husky kid, and then there was the blonde kid. That's the kid I want on the list. I might put him number one. I'm gonna have to be convinced not to put him number one on the. No, I won't put him number one.
I mean, I want to protect Wiley Wiggins because I like him and I love Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
But when you watch that movie, like his character just does this the entire movie.
He's always like
he's got one move. Like that.
He's always like, I don't know. Although I will say, when he goes into the liquor store and says like, yeah, I'm just working for some pocket change, and gets the beer. That's literally what I did in high school. I would not shave for a week, wear a flannel shirt. I would go to the liquor store at 6 o'clock when all the other like workers were swinging by the liquor store to grab something. A weeknight, 6 o'clock, grow the facial hair, and just go like, oh yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Acting like I just came from a hard day of work, and my success rate 100%.
Tom, are you talking about Carl?
I think his name might be Carl. I just got a picture here. He's the kid to the right I was sent.
Let me see. Yeah, that's Carl.
That's Carl.
Because Carl's mom is the one that pulls the shotgun on O'Banion.
Yes, Carl's mom pulls the shotgun on Ben Affleck. And man, Ben Affleck, I read this oral history of Dazed and Confused. And it's so fascinating because Ben Affleck, people were just like, when they dumped the paint on that guy's head and everybody started cheering, they were cheering because they dumped the paint on Ben Affleck's head because he was not fun to be around on the set because I think he was being a little intense all the time. He thought he was that character. And the other bully from that movie is on Yellowstone, I think.
All right, Cole Hauser.
Cole Hauser. Yes.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, Pat.
I think I have one for the top 5.
What do you got, Pat?
Steve Dave, Clerks.
Fucking Steve Dave.
Clerks. This
That
is a rough
guy's
one.
very annoying.
I might put from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Man in Comic Book Store.
I think so too, Tom.
Played by AP Mike. Best show's own AP Mike.
Number 1.
What were you, Mike?
I thought I was pretty good in that.
What were you, Man in Comic Book Store?
I don't think I'm in the credits.
You're not in the credits. Okay. What was it like on the set of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Mike?
Well, I've only been on 2 movie sets. That was the first one, and then a friend of the show thought I'd like to be part of Amongst the Tombstones,
With Liam
where I got
Neeson.
to stand in a cold warehouse for all night long, and then wasn't even in the movie.
Oh God!
So
I do like that movie though. A Walk Among the Tombstones with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice to be in
it.
a scene with Liam Neeson, but
All right.
I was in some sort of snuff video store scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't even think my hand is in it. I thought maybe my hand made it into the scene, but no, you can't see me.
Number 50 is Man in Comic Book Store.
So yeah, no, I had a much better experience on that film, and the catering was very good.
The catering on Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back was good.
Very good.
Well, there was a lot of hot dogs. What they have?
No, lots of salads and things.
Salads,
and,
chicken fingers and whatnot.
No, not what you'd expect.
Cliff bars. I think I'm still burning through Cliff bars that I grabbed from the set of Monk 48 years ago when I worked on it. Made a habit. Cliff bars just stuck to my hand. It's funny how that worked. And then I'd take them and I'd just be like, I don't like Cliff bars. Why am I doing this? Carl from Dazed and Confused number. First page. Carl's going on. Yeah, Man in Comic Book Store. There we go. Number 50. Sorry, Mike.
That's okay.
It's a part of the tradition. Jason made the most boring list last time. Now you make the worst characters of all time. Mike is an accomplishment. The 50.
I looked interested in comic books. I mean, that was a stretch for me.
No, you really, that actually, you should have probably been nominated for Best Supporting Actor, pretending you were interested. I've never seen anybody less interested in comic books than Mike. Carl from Dazed and Confused, number 6. Is 6 open?
Yeah, 6 is open.
He goes to number 6. And
I've
Steve
got
Dave.
one.
Pat, you're saying Steve Dave?
Oh, Steve Dave, yeah. He's always yelling at the boys. And he's got a sidekick who says, "Tell him, Steve Dave."
Tell him, Steve Dave.
It's either him or the sidekick, yeah.
Which side?
As a package, I think they could make the list.
Yeah, definitely.
Mike, where are you at on this Steve Dave dilemma? I mean, we could just do a whole row of Clerks characters on this.
USQ row.
Take your pick.
I was going to play hockey today. I was going to play hockey. Guys whine about like I grew up in New Jersey. I never saw anybody one time in my life play street hockey.
They're playing it on the roof of the convenience store.
They're playing on the roof, but they make it seem like it's some cultural part of New Jersey. 0 times did I ever see anyone play street hockey.
I played street hockey, Tom.
Well, I never saw it. Okay, I never went to Bayonne. Apparently,
this was in Howell.
Apparently, in Howell and Leonardo and Red Bank,
it's a Central Jersey thing.
These shore people all played street hockey. Apparently, but the boardwalk was not happening for you. Let's play some street hockey, then we'll head over and get some soft ice cream and funnel cake. All right, who's got something for this?
I've got one. The chat has
the chat does have one. I just want to throw in real quick. Ellis from Die Hard.
See, no, I
love Ellis.
I don't know. He not only is he fun, he gets his comeuppance. I was just going to say the Die Hard character is Deputy Chief Dwayne Robinson. That is the worst character at Die Hard. Is the annoying higher up in the LAPD who's always yelling at John, telling him to be less awesome.
Die Hard. I don't know Die Hard well enough to know these other characters.
I just like I like Ellis. I think he's cool, and he has like a great death scene, and it's so satisfying.
Absolutely.
Like whereas this LAPD asshole is just like, damn it, John, you got to stop killing all these terrorists and saving people.
Yeah.
We're gonna bust your ass when you get out here.
Oh, you just covered everybody with glass after saving the entire LAPD SWAT team from getting blown up.
But what about William Atherton's character from Die Hard, the reporter?
Oh,
Richard
man.
Richard Thornburg.
Richard Thornburg. Also a huge douche.
William Atherton in anything.
Yeah, you really had that niche nailed.
We should just put William Atherton all roles.
I agree.
Number 20, William Atherton.
You can have it.
20 is Old Rose from Titanic, so we'll do
number 19. Willis Reed's number 19. Congratulations. Congratulations, Willis Reed. You've been honored yet again.
I got 2 characters. One of which I know Matt will agree with me on, and the other I think he may vociferously disagree and nominate her for one of the greatest film characters of all time. But I'm nominating these 2 just in terms of how gratingly unpleasant or just what sort of an experience beholding their character and performance really is. And the first one that Matt, I know you're going to be on the same page with me, is the character of Rocco from a little film called Boondock Saints. Happy St. Patty's Day. But if you want to talk about a character that like it is draining to watch this performance, and like there's a lot of him on screen in that movie, I would put Rocco from the Boondock Saints as one of the worst characters of all time. And now Matt, the one that I think you may disagree with me, but it is certainly one of the most surreal movie characters of all time, not exactly pleasant to watch, is of course Dan Aykroyd in Nothing But Trouble.
Judge Vulcanheiser.
Judge Vulcanheiser.
No, he is the straw that stirs the drink in that movie. He is the reason to see it. That goes against the entire premise of this
I
thing.
agree with that. I'm with you.
I think that one's a little too split, but who did you say before that, Will? Was
Rocco from the Boondock Saints. Matt, how would you describe this character? He's sort of a hoodlum friend of two Irish brothers who decide to go on a killing spree, and he helps them. He's just sort of like, you want to talk about like bad art inspired by good art. This is like the freebase version of like Tarantino dialogue written by like one of the worst massholes on the planet.
Where should we put him? Pick a number.
Let's go.
What range do you think?
Bad Luck 13, is that open?
13 is open for Rocco.
It's open.
Somebody's saying, I'm looking at the chat real quick, John Leguizamo in The Pest. I don't know about that.
Sofia Coppola, Godfather 3, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who's like a real, I'm trying to picture who's the whiny character. I'm in my mind, I'm trying to think of like a whiny character, and I'm missing it. I can't.
Kate Capshaw, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, yeah. God, she was annoying in that movie.
Number 24, Kate Capshaw from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
What's their name again? Something Shaw. Annoying.
Oh, and here's one
I thought it was weird. As long as we're talking about Temple of Doom, I thought it was weird that like now that Ke Kwan has won Best Supporting Actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once, I saw all these people like demanding that like instead of rebooting Indiana Jones, they just make short round do a bunch of short round movies to like pay tribute to this like former child actor, and it was just like. I don't know if saddling him with this deeply racist stereotype that he had to do as a child actor is really the best way to pay him off for all the times Hollywood ignored his call.
Let's let that be a part of the past for
yeah.
I would like to put on the list, and I know this might upset some people. Yogurt from Spaceballs.
Whoa! Throwing heat.
I mean, something needs to embody that for the idea of, because look, this guy makes Young Frankenstein. He's got such love for those horror movies and the Universal. He made a movie as good as Frankenstein when he made that. He goes to make Spaceballs. He has to be like, I don't like Star Wars. This is a gig. But then he's got to put himself in it. I'm putting somebody saying the virgin surgeon from Kids. I'm not putting Telly the virgin surgeon. That's disgusting. I don't even want to think about that character.
Yeah, that's just a reprehensible character.
Yes.
Not necessarily, yeah.
Let's put him as a yogurt at 44 on the list. An annoying character, Steve Martin's character in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is...
Oh, Neil, what a dickhead.
He sucks the whole time.
Awful.
Okay, well, I mean, I saw the chat was burning up with this one, but as long as you're talking about characters that are like supposed to be beloved and the hero of the movie, but are actually deeply evil, reprehensible people, Ferris Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's going in at number one. Ferris Bueller,
okay, all right,
number one, Ferris Bueller. This I like. Somebody in the chat, Robbie Robertson in The Last Waltz. That that makes the list. Robbie Robertson goes in it at 42. This I want to, let's see, where are we at here? We have a half hour to go, a little more than a half hour. I want to take a quick break. We'll play a song, and then we'll pick it up. We'll go down the exciting, dramatic conclusion of this list. I'm going to play a song. We'll be back with Matt and Will in a matter of moments, and we'll close it out. Let's hear something from... I'm going to play something from... No, I'm not going to play them. Not doing that. This is when you know it's a live show. Red Crayola? No, I'm not going to play that. I'll go to sleep if I play that. What do you either of you want to hear? Name somebody. I'll tell you. I'm drawing a blank.
Cake.
You want to hear Cake?
Yes, my favorite band.
All right. Let's play Cake. Here is something from Cake. Be right back. It's not Cake. Sorry. Michael Cronin. Sorry, I thought I was going to play Cake for Matt, but I accidentally hit the Michael Cronin button on my player. I'll get it.
It's happened to all of us.
It could happen. It happens to the best of us. I just said, Jason Dudiogore said, we are 29 away. He said, you'll never get it done in time. And
I don't think you're going to do it, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, watch this.
I wish we could.
Watch this. Hello, best show. Hello, best show.
Hi there.
Hi. Who's this?
This is Colette from Athens.
Colette from Athens. How are you tonight, Colette?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Well, like lightning itself. What do you got for the topic?
All right, I got a couple for you.
Okay.
The first is Irving Zisman from the Jackass franchise.
Guy's a prick.
When he plays the old man.
The old man, yeah. Everyone's favorite part of those movies, for sure.
Yeah, an old man. I don't love that old man character.
Once again, the elderly really getting abused hard on this.
Let's put him at number. Let's put him at number 16, right between Mrs. Doubtfire and Grandpa Joe. Let's keep the streak going. It's like the hot corner.
Old block.
There. It's like the old block.
Old folks are on notice.
And I want, they know they are on notice, old folks.
Did we just put one on at 16?
Yes.
Well, who is it?
Irving. Is it Irwin? Irving.
Irving
Zisman from Jackass. The Johnny Knoxville character. Do you have anything else, Colette?
Yeah, Morbius.
Wait, you mean the character Morbius?
Yeah, the character Morbius, the vampire guy.
Morpheus or Morbius?
No, Morbius, the Jared Leto,
Morbius.
the living vampire, Matt. He's simply a living vampire.
I was starting to think, actually, you could probably talk me into Morpheus from The Matrix too. He kind of stinks.
I didn't see Morbius. My mom wouldn't let me. It seemed pretty scary, and she doesn't want me being up all night. Is this a really bad character?
He's not very good.
It's pretty bad. Maybe in the 40s, but
what about this then? Can I see what's available in the 40s, please?
Just a moment, please.
We're going to do a back-to-back on this one, as John Sterling, the Yankees announcer, would say, a back-to-back and a belly-to-belly. Number 42, Morbius from Morbius. Number 43.
42 is Robbie Robertson from The Last Waltz.
Robertson, okay. Then, here we go. Number 46, Morbius.
Okay.
Number 47, the Joker. From
all of them,
Suicide Squad.
That was on my list. That was on my list.
I want back-to-back Leto.
Joker, honestly, on here. Get them all on there.
What's another Leto? What's another Leto one? If we did a trifecta, a Leto trifecta.
House of Gucci.
I like that. I did like that character, actually.
Okay, how about Jared Leto playing Mark David Chapman in what is it? Chapter
27 with the high squeaky voice. Also, honestly, the one he won the Oscar for stinks.
Oh man, God, that's a terrible movie.
Yeah,
Dallas Buyers Club.
And his character stinks.
As a transsexual, put Dallas Buyers Club on this list.
Colette is trans.
Movie.
Colette, we're following your lead. What? Say it again.
Thank you.
Do you want the character number 45?
Yeah, 45. There we go.
Number 45, whatever Jared Leto's character from
people are dying, man. people are dying, man. And you're just out here. People are dying, man.
Man, that was
I can't curse on here, but that's his other famous line from that movie.
Okay. So I will say the run in the mid 40s is pretty impressive. Yogurt, the character from Dallas Buyers Club.
It's called Rayon.
Morbius and Joker.
Rayon, yes.
Yeah, we got it's a hot streak there.
Nobody said Needles from Back to the Future 2 and 3. Flea's character for no reason.
Very
That's a good one.
gross.
That is a good one.
Awful.
He sucks. Was his boss, right? Where he's like yelling
he's
at
the
him?
one that fires him
He
over.
ends up being his boss, but my biggest problem with him is that he shows up in the second movie and everyone's like, Needles. Everyone knows Needles, right? And we're like, no, he wasn't in the first movie.
Yeah.
It is weird how he just shows up.
Yeah.
Matt
he just shows up and everyone's expected to know who he is.
Matt and Will, Jason, the producer on the show, when he was a child, how many times do you think he saw the first Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman movie in theaters during its original run? Throw out a number.
8.
8?
10. Doesn't.
Add both of those together, double it, and you're still coming up short.
Wow.
38 times.
38 times.
Holy mackerel.
So that when you said the any Joker, I was like, not any Joker.
No.
The
He's
Nicholson
the one I
Joker
would
is still
exempt
the
for
king.
sure.
He's the king.
He's the only
Nicholson
one who
Joker
nailed
is
it.
the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Joker iteration is farther from God's light. They nailed it the first time.
Yeah. These are American paths.
All right, let's see. So
I got a nomination, and then we'll add it onto it. But just a character that's always annoyed me in the movie, ever since I was a kid when I first saw it. It's the character of Muldoon from Jurassic Park, and I'll tell you why. Because he totes around that cool shotgun and doesn't even get off a single round against any of those dinosaurs. He goes out like a true chump.
Which one is Muldoon again?
Muldoon's, he's sort of the Australian guy. He's the big game hunter that they get to be like the game warden of Jurassic Park. And I thought he would be a much cooler character. But I mean, he really it was a real disappointment. But then I guess seriously, I'll go with Chris Pratt in all of the new Jurassic Park movies is abysmal.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Very terrible. Very terrible.
Number 43. Whatever Chris Pratt's character in Jurassic World. We'll start with Jurassic World.
The chat had a good one I wanted to throw your way, Tom. It is Steven Dorff's character from Blade.
Oh, yes.
No,
Stephen
wait,
Frost.
what are you talking about? No, he's awesome.
I agree completely. Everyone loves Blade now because it's R-rated, and it was the first Marvel movie and all that bullshit. But the problem with that movie is that he sucks as a villain. He stinks. He's lame.
No, I disagree, Matt.
him.
He's bringing us the Blood God. He's bringing us.
I'm with Will on this one.
So we're not adding Deacon Frost.
We're not adding Deacon Frost to the list now.
All right. Fine.
All right, Colette. Any others, Colette?
Yeah, I got one more.
What do you got?
And it might be a controversial one, but across the span of the franchise, I think Adolf Hitler's a pretty terrible movie character.
Wait. Explain Adolf Hitler. What now? You mean just
in general?
Just
More hate
Adolf
for
Hitler.
Charlie Chaplin.
So are you using the Robbie Robertson principle here to add Adolf?
Well, yeah, he's bad in documentaries too, but
what Triumph of the
He's
Will?
handing it up a bit much in the
Hitler.
Triumph of the Will.
Okay, I want to put you put documentaries in my head now, and I want to put Steve Wiebe from King of Kong, not the hot sauce guy, Billy.
Wow.
The guy who is so busy where his kid's like, Daddy, I want to play. He's like, Daddy's playing Donkey Kong in the garage right now.
Yeah, no, because that's more disturbing because he seems like a normal person before he got into Donkey Kong.
No, he's
whereas the other guy is
Billy
already
Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, Billy Mitchell is a complete freak already.
Yeah, exactly.
You can imagine how he dedicated his entire life to getting the Donkey Kong high score.
Number
Whereas,
27.
this guy's got a kid.
Steve Wiebe, number 27 from King of Kong. And And then what was the one before this we were just talking
Adolf
about?
Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. I don't know. Colette, I'm not a fan of Adolf Hitler either. It's more of an open-ended human than...
It's also hard to have a list that has Ferris Bueller at number 1 and then you put Adolf Hitler at number 3.
It compromises it makes us look like we're doing it wrong. So...
well, I don't want to break the list.
Of
I'm
course.
sorry.
Thank you, Claudia. You got 2 out of 3. The 666 gets you in the Hall of Fame as a batting average. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
How about Baby Driver? Get him out of here.
Oh.
Yeah, let's put Baby Driver on the thing. Let's put Baby Driver right next to we'll call it the can we go to the first page, please? Right next to Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Baby Driver, we call that corner Edgar Wrong. Back to the phones. Here we go. Hello, welcome to the Best Show.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. This is Nicole.
Nicole, what's going on tonight? Do you have something for the topic?
Yes, I do. I have 3 with me here.
Let's hear 'em.
I love this movie and this character, but I think Paul Dano's character in There Will Be Blood should be on the list.
Yeah. What a weasel.
Which one?
Oh,
Look at Baby Driver. You smug.
Ugh.
You smug.
Ansel
dude.
Elgort.
Yeah. Was there a movie that was more when they got out of the car in that movie? Suddenly, I never saw a movie grind to a halt when they got out of the car.
This is a movie called Baby Driver that promises cool car chases.
Yeah.
And the climax of Baby Driver took place in a garage, a parking garage.
Yes. It's that reminds me of, hey, there's a cool movie I'm going to tell you all about. It's called Roadhouse. What? Oh, this sounds cool. Takes place at a roadhouse. Well, where's the final battle take place? Oh, in a trophy room in a mansion. Like, it must take place at the roadhouse, of course. Nah, it's more in the trophy.
Wait, Tom. We got plenty of Roadhouse fights in Roadhouse. I think Roadhouse very much delivered on the promise.
But you
of the
tell
title.
me you didn't want to see Ben Gazzara eat it at the roadhouse?
No, when the big stuffed bear falls on him.
There's no scene better than when he's introduced and he's just weaving on the road, driving.
Yeah.
Like, it's the craziest choice I've ever seen. I choose to drive the way I want to drive. And he's just weaving all over the place, making people accommodate his deranged driving. Or Nicole, what do you have for us?
I got Matt Dillon in Crash, the racist cop.
I never saw that Crash.
He's pretty crummy, I can say.
He played the same character in There's Something About Mary.
We should probably put Jason Alexander's character from Shallow Hal while I'm thinking of whatever that character's name was. Put him at number 30, please. What do you think? I don't know this character from Crash. I throw it to the
yeah,
the
he's
room.
pretty bad. You can throw him on there. I mean, everybody in that movie is repellent.
35. Matt Dillon in Crash. All right. What else you got, Nicole?
This is kind of obscure, but Nicolas Cage played a character in Bangkok Dangerous that was just horribly, horribly written. I just did not like that movie at all.
I didn't see it. I can't weigh in on it.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
I think that one might be bubbling under, as they say. You have another one, Nicole?
That's it. Thanks.
That's it. You made the list. You did it. Congratulations. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Back to the... Yes?
Here's a big one that I don't think maybe the chat has brought it up, but I don't think anyone here has mentioned him yet. But can we throw Forrest Gump onto this list? Forrest Gump, like for his
Forrest
his oafish observations and homespun wisdom on the American century. Really annoying character.
30, Forrest Gump, number 30.
30 is Mauricio from Shallow Hal.
29, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Mauricio. Farrellys were on point that day. Hello, Best Show.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. To whom am I
Can
speaking?
you hear me? Oh, sorry. My name is Brett.
Brett.
I'm in Los Angeles.
You're in Los Angeles. What do you got for us, Brett?
Well, I've got one more for you than it is for me, and it's Walter from the Muppets.
Oh, yeah. First page, please. 5, Walter from the Muppets.
Going in at 5.
Weirdest creation. The Muppets, they have 800 Muppets they could potentially use. And this guy decides, what's his face? Jason Segel's like, no, I'm going to make a new Muppet, and I'm his brother. What? That's weird. That doesn't beg too many questions of what's going on over there.
I wasn't familiar with Walter, so I just looked up Walter the Muppet, and he just looks like a regular guy. He's just a guy in a suit.
Well, this
awful. Get it out of here.
Not very Muppet-like.
No, this is Walter. He's going to number 5. Great one, Brett. Anything else?
Yeah, I had 2 more. One was Tom Brady and 80 for Brady.
Number 23. Tom Brady from 80 for Brady.
Number 23.
Shouldn't we probably put Jack Nicholson in Bucket List? Is that a bad character? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't remember. No. Is that it, Brett?
How about Morgan Freeman as God from the Bruce Almighty movies?
That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, let's put where would we put what do you think, in the 40s? 30s?
We have number 40 open.
Number 40. God. Thanks, Brett.
Oh, can I do my least favorite one?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Bruce Willis's girlfriend in Pulp Fiction.
Oh my God! Yes,
that's a rough.
Fabiana.
That's a
Shoot
good
her
one.
out of a cannon.
Oh man, talk about a movie grinding to a halt.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never talked about that with anyone, but I'm glad.
Okay, Bruce Willis's character, Bruce Willis's girlfriend's character, the one who's like, "Do you like my tummy?"
I want a pot.
Let's put
her at 9. God.
Yeah, it's a rough one. I might go. Let's go 18. That way we close that strip out right there. Okay, we're getting close. It's inside. Thank you, Brett. Great one.
Thanks, Tom. Great show.
Oh, thank you. All right, back to the phones. Here we go. Hello, Best Show.
Hello, Tom. How's it going?
Good. Who's this?
This is Drennan in Atlanta.
What do you got for us, Drennan?
Yeah, I've got a handful, and I know maybe you're running low on names, but I can go quick.
Let's do it.
Okay, so before it was like kind of a joke bit where people were doing documentary characters, I did have Lars Ulrich from Some Kind of Monster.
Yes.
I think the therapist from that movie is the far more evil character.
He was also in.
I'm never gonna say no to Lars.
He was also in Get Him to the Greek.
He was in Get Him to the
Yes,
Greek.
he was the guy with Russell Banks. What's his name?
Russell Brand.
Russell Banks. Russell Brand. Novelist Russell Banks. Yeah, he was Russell Brand's. He was with his girlfriend.
Okay, here we go. Number 32, Lars Ulrich from Some Kind of Monster. Number 33, Lars Ulrich from Get Him to the Greek. And then Lars Ulrich from that number 34, Lars Ulrich from that Metallica 3D movie that I saw. And I don't know what I was doing there. I didn't even like Metallica. I went to the movies and saw that, though.
What about Lars Ulrich from A Year and a Half in the Life of Metallica for number 31?
Well, we got Mauricio, Jason.
Oh, no, he's 30.
Oh, he's 31.
Oh, he's 31 now.
Oh, well, that sounds
so we
like
got Lars
somebody
Ulrich,
made
Lars
a
Ulrich.
mistake.
Let's just do 2 Lars Ulrichs, and then I almost want to put Bob Rock from Some Kind of Monster was worse since he was the one. He was like the producer who's kind of just like, you could tell he wanted to be in Metallica so badly.
14.
But then they didn't offer it to him. Bob Rock, number 34. We'll go that row right there. We'll close at the low 30s. Okay, watch this. Drennan?
Yes, sir.
What else you got?
John Cusack, High Fidelity.
Yeah, that's a bad character.
Yeah, ugh.
Rob.
His dream was to be a manager on top of being a terrible boyfriend.
Yeah, first page for Rob from High Fidelity.
Number 9 looks good.
Number 9.
3.
Number 9. We're almost done with this list, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right, Drennan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Mike, Pat, anything?
Can we just throw in all of the hobbits from the Lord of the Rings movies?
Oh my God!
I
Jesus
actually
Christ.
wrote down any character from Lord of the Rings, but especially Gollum.
Okay. See,
Oh, Gollum is so annoying.
Gollum
God damn
sucks.
it.
Put him in there. Gotta
Oh.
put Gollum in there.
I would, okay. Gollum sucks.
First page.
That tree, nobody hates that tree.
Treebeard is pretty bad too.
That tree was, I remember, I saw the first one and I thought it was terrible. And then everybody's like, oh, you guys see the second one. It's so much better than the first one. And for 2 hours, I'm watching a tree carry 2 hobbits all over the Shire. And I'm just like, wait, this is better than that one?
That's what everyone
really-
says is the best one. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, well,
Just
look.
some really grating voice work done in those movies. I mean, like I like Andy Serkis, but man, that Gollum character is just like nails on a chalk.
So what do we want to
rest.
do? You guys know Lord of the Rings better than I do. What would represent to get one pick to represent Lord of the Rings? What is it?
I think from screen time alone, it's got to be Gollum.
Okay, Gollum. Let's put Gollum at number 30.
That's Mauricio from Shallow
That's
Hal.
31 is
31.
Mauricio.
Okay.
30 Gollum. Right between Forrest Gump and Mauricio. All right, I'm gonna
Lars from Lars and the Real Girl.
I know you hated Lars from that movie, Mike.
Not a good movie.
Actually,
And
now
Lars
I'm
is not a
thinking-
good character.
Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe it should be his office mate who suggests he gets the doll. Because he puts the whole thing in motion.
That's the weirdest choice I've ever heard. The guy who initiates the plot of Lars and the Real Doll.
That's top 10.
Yeah. Number
If it wasn't
3.
for him, we wouldn't have had to see that story at all.
Number 3.
That
Lars's co-worker from Lars and the Real. 3, Mike. You happy?
Yeah,
Number
I'm happy.
3.
We got to put a Ryan Reynolds character on here. He has to be represented.
Oh God, Deadpool.
We could be
Deadpool
quipping-
is
the
awful.
quipping,
I
oh.
hate Deadpool.
Deadpool number 28.
28.
Deadpool. Has anybody?
Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, we got one more Ryan Reynolds character, Van Wilder, like his sort of like Animal House character, like the
right.
cool frat guy.
Yes.
You ever seen that movie, Van
Oh,
Wilder?
have I ever
Oof.
seen it? Do you know who that movie is based on?
Oh,
Bert Kreischer.
Hurt Bert?
It is based on Hurt Bert, the Machine Kreischer. He was the party guy at school. Rolling Stone wrote an article about him, and then Ryan Reynolds optioned it. Will Smith wanted to, I think Will Smith might have optioned it. All right, Deadpool at 28. Let's go here. Best show, hi.
Hi, Tom. This is Joe Dana from Los Angeles.
Joe Dana, our friend. How are you, Joe?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you got for us?
Well, while I was on hold, a lot of good ones came up. So
Okay.
you have to. I'm going to apologize
No.
in advance if these
No
don't work
apologies.
out. But Forrest Gump was mentioned, but I was going to say Jenny from Forrest Gump because
Jenny's not
you know she kind of just left him with a kid.
But you know the thing
Out of
is,
nowhere.
the movie punished her. She was somebody who was having sex, so naturally she had to die.
He had to go. She did the hippie counterculture.
Yeah.
And turned her back on on honest American values.
Oh,
and she got AIDS.
The chat
And
is
she
coming.
got AIDS for that.
The chat's coming
After
through
getting
with one.
slapped around by a white panther.
That's right. Yes. Number 38. Mr. Holland from Mr. Holland's Opus.
Standing in for a whole rogues gallery of incredibly awful Richard Dreyfuss characters.
Yes. Yeah, let's see. All right. We're looking good here. I think we're looking good. How many slots we have open?
7 open, Tom. And
7.
I don't think you can do it.
Joe.
Okay, I saw this one in the chat earlier tonight. I'm going to throw in Dustin Hoffman as Mr. Megorium from Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. I've never seen the movie, but I'm just on name alone. I'm throwing it in there.
Look, I'm tempted. I think we can do some legit bad. I always think of Mr. Megorium. That's the final movie that Walter White watched over and over in that cabin. He was in that cabin alone after Robert Forster erased his past. He was in that cabin alone watching Mr. Megorium. Joe, you have any other? What else you got, Joe?
Patton Oswalt did a bit on it, and it led to the series. But Danny LaRusso from Karate Kid, if you look at it in a different way, he kind of started the whole thing.
Danny LaRusso from Karate Kid. Yeah. Okay.
I love the performance. I love the character, but if it wasn't for Walter and the Big Lebowski, he wouldn't have to go through half the shit he goes through.
Walter is so stupid. Walter would be I think Walter might be on the dumbest characters of all time, which, don't worry, we'll be doing that in probably 2 weeks on the show.
And I got one more, Tom, and then I'll get out of your guys' hair. So loved the movie until my brother pointed out to me that it was like the performance was like watching someone do Snagglepuss if Snagglepuss was drunk, but Mickey Rourke as Henry Chinaski in Barfly.
Okay, I simply must disagree with this. I love Mickey Rourke and Barfly.
Okay, all right.
I love it too, but ever since someone made that observation, it took it completely away from me because now I just picture Snagglepuss going, "Heavens to Megatroid, Scotch and
Drinks for my
water."
friends.
One of the Joe, I love you. One of the judges just disagreed. We cannot go forward with Henry from.
Totally fine. I tried.
Right. You tried.
I was happy to get on.
Of course. Thanks.
Have a great one, everybody.
I'll talk to you later. I'll get back.
Bye bye.
Tom, I've been asked to add one, and somebody mentioned this earlier. Someone said that every Natalie Portman performance should be on this list. I disagree, but there is one, and if we've already kind of beaten Star Wars to death a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Garden State, Natalie Portman's character in Garden State
Sam.
inspired an entire
Natalie
trope.
Portman
on there.
Number 30, when she goes, "I got some music that is gonna change your life," and then she plays
The Shins.
The Shins.
Is she number 39?
Yeah, 39. Okay. We close that row out with Natalie Portman's character from, that character. That's rough. Imagine just being like, "Oh my God, I never heard anything like the Shins." Oh wait, yes, I have. It's like, what were you listening to at that point? The Five Finger Death Punch, where your mind's gonna be so blown by the Shins. Let's see. Let's go back to the phones. We're close. We're so close. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Hello, Best Show.
Hey, Tom. Hey, fellas. Can you hear me?
I can. Yes. Who's this?
Excellent. This is Travis calling in from Tennessee.
Travis, what do you got for us?
Got a few names for the list. This first one, it's a specific performance. Maybe you can figure out the whole character. But Inspector Clouseau is played by Steve Martin.
That's a rough one. Did we get Planes, Trains, and Automobiles Steve Martin on here?
I don't think we did.
We did not. So he should go at 30.
Well, 30 is Gollum. That hasn't been updated
Gollum is 30. Then let's go 48 with Steve Martin's character from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Neil Page.
Neil Page. Yes. So Inspector Clouseau, I never saw any of those Pink Panther movies he did. I'm assuming
Me
they're
either.
not
They looked
good.
annoying.
What else you got, Travis?
That's all right. Jerry Lewis, any performance, really.
Jerry Lewis. You're making. Let me think.
Specifically, the one I picked out was Gilbert Woolley in The Geisha Boy. Particularly bad, but anyone will do.
Man, but it's Jerry Lewis. It's meant to be like that, though. You know what I mean?
I do.
That's a referendum on Jerry Lewis.
Woolley,
That's a referendum on Jerry Lewis. I might have to disagree with you on that, Travis.
Okay, fair enough. The only other one I had was the baby from 3 Men and a Baby.
Well, now you just are hating children.
Yeah, that's cruel.
That's cruel. I don't like the cut of your jib, Travis. You're out of here. Let's go back to the phones. Hello, Best Show.
Hi, this is Casey from Chicago.
Casey from Chicago. What do you got for us?
I'm glad that the floodgates on documentaries were open because I've been waiting for a while to say Timothy Treadwell from Grizzly Man.
Oh, that guy.
Sure.
Asking
Just
for
one
it.
of the biggest dipshits, incredibly up his own ass, doing and getting what he deserves in the end for all of the insane risk taking and how much he believes that he's actually communicating with these bears who mostly just want to fucking eat him. Yeah, I got another one too, but
I love that he was.
that's my number one.
His whole deal was, "I'm here to save these bears," and the bears were not in danger at all.
Yeah,
they were protected by the.
Yeah.
Like he ended up getting the bear who ate him killed.
Yeah,
That's it. He got
That's
a
a bad
bear
character.
killed. All that
Okay.
effort led to one dead bear, and him and his dead wife.
Put
dead
him in the
girlfriend.
40s. Put him in the 40s. And Mike.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What else you got? Real quick, Casey, real quick, and then I want to ask Mike something. But you go first, Casey.
Yeah, the unnamed character of Fred Savage in The Princess Bride, who constantly interrupts the movie to be a whiny dweeb.
I like that. Yeah,
That's pretty good. Number 22.
That's all.
Fred Savage in Princess Bride. I was going to say, Mike, I know that you might disagree with this one. First, I was going to ask you, is there another Werner Herzog character that you think should make the list? Maybe the chicken from Strotzek, the tic-tac-toe playing chicken from Strotzek.
I don't think I've ever found an unlovable character in any of his movies.
Sure. Okay. That's fine. Just want to get
How about the driver from Drive?
I was going to say, if we're talking about Ryan Gosling, what about his character from La La Land?
Oof. The guy who invented jazz.
The guy who explains jazz to people of color and teaches them about Chet Baker.
I have no problem with that one.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We have 11, 12, and 14 open.
Let's go 14. I'm going to think about that one, actually.
All right.
Let's see. We've got the top 10 closed out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top 25. What do we have left?
The only, according to the list that I'm keeping right here, we have 3 open, 11, 12, and 14.
11, 12, and 14. So 13 is who?
Rocco from the Boondock Saints.
Rocco from Boondock Saints. So we have 3 to go. So let's make these 3 count. Casey, what else do you have?
I have another old Hollywood one. Lena Lamont from Singing in the Rain, who is the other woman besides Debbie Reynolds that the movie sets up to be like the most annoying bitch in the world, basically, that they can push aside, that has like the obnoxious squeaky voice.
A lot of curse words.
I think the movie is sorry, my apologies. But yeah, I find that movie to be perfect, but otherwise is extremely weirdly mean to that character.
Okay. Well, then I might have to respect.
That's my third. That was my third one. My top 2 are my main picks.
All right, Casey. Thanks so much. I just got a message from our own Brett Boehm saying Kevin Spacey's character from American Beauty.
Oh, that was a good guy, Tom. That was a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
He goes on the list. What's the highest spot we have left still?
11.
11 is Lester from American Beauty. And now we have two left, is what you're saying.
Yep.
How about Andy Kaufman in The Man on the Moon? Somebody was saying that in chat, and I agree.
Because he's like, like,
it's this whole deal, as portrayed by Drew Carey, just very irritating. That or Ace Ventura.
Also, somebody suggested in the chat, The Mask.
The Mask. I would almost put Matthew Broderick's character from The Cable Guy.
Ooh.
Who, this guy's he's hooking him up with free cable. So you want to hang out a little bit. You throw him a bone. The guy's giving you hundreds of dollars worth of free cable. You can't go have a hamburger with him every once in a while?
He's consistently shown to be a selfish, bad friend in that movie.
He blows
off Jack Black to go back on a date with Leslie Mann.
Yes, exactly. We're putting him on the list. Whatever his name was. What was his name again? 48 and 49 we got?
Yeah, we have 48 and 49.
Neil Page.
So it's Steven from The Cable Guy.
Steven from The Cable Guy. What's the only
12 and 14.
12. Steven goes number 12 from Cable Guy.
We have one open. It is number 14.
Number 14. Hold on. Let me just ask, who do you have? Our friend Eric White.
A lot of people in the chat have been saying Jake Sully from Avatar.
No.
That's come up a lot.
Poppycock.
About the pimp from Strotzik, Tom.
The pimp from Strotzik.
With the fur coat on.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember, Mike. I remember.
What about Dirk's mom from Boogie Nights?
Dirk's mom from Boogie Nights sucks. What about, just hear me out, Sully from the movie Sully?
Get over yourself. Oh, you end up crash a plane.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm also getting Quentin Tarantino's character in Django Unchained. The Australian, when he was doing his ridiculous Australian accent.
Oh, yeah.
That was some choppy waters.
It was brutal. Every time he's on screen, you're just tensed. You're like, oh boy, what's he gonna do? It's like watching your kid try to parallel park. Oh boy.
I think I know who I want the final one to be. Yes, you're like, come, because you're like, oh buddy, you put this whole movie together and you did the thing. Buddy, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Everybody can't believe you put this whole story together and you filmed it all and you do. Why you showed up this late in the movie? Like, he shows up like the 2 hour and 40-minute mark to do that character. I'm gonna say I know who the final one, because we have one slot left, right?
Number 14.
Yeah.
John Goodman's character in the movie Flight.
Oh, the cool the sort of drug
drug dealer,
the one who's using drugs.
Anyone out of a hangover.
He's like,
more drugs and alcohol.
You're going on the dark side of the moon, man.
Yeah, he's got all the drugs.
And he's like, I'm going to make you a Cocoa Puff, man.
Harling Mays,
number 14.
He's introduced with all subtlety by the god Robert Zemeckis with sympathy for the devil.
Yes.
Just in case you're wondering what his deal was.
Yes. So I think we did it.
Many said it couldn't be done.
They said it
was
done.
accomplished.
Let's go from number 50 to number 1. Can you read them quickly, Jason?
Sure, here we go. Number 50 is Man in Comic Book Store from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. 49, Timothy Treadwell. 48, Neil Page from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Number 47, The Joker from Suicide Squad. Number 46 is Morbius. Number 45 is Rayon from Dallas Buyers Club. Number 44 is Yogurt from Spaceballs. Number 43 is Chris Pratt from Jurassic World. Number 42, Robbie Robertson from The Last Waltz. Number 41, Mr. Pink. Number 40, God from Bruce Almighty. 39 is Sam from Garden State. 38, Mr. Holland from Mr. Holland's Opus. 37, The Blues Brothers. 36, Captain Jack Sparrow. 35, Matt Damon's character in Crash. 34, Bob Rock and Some Kind of Monster. 33, Lars Ulrich from Get Him to the Greek. 32, Lars Ulrich from Some Kind of Monster. 31, Mauricio from Shallow Hal. 30, Gollum from Lord of the Rings. 29, Forrest Gump. 28, Deadpool. 27, Steve Wiebe from King of Kong. 26, Anakin Skywalker. 25, Damone from Fast Times. 24, Kate Capshaw from Temple of Doom. 23, Tom Brady from 80 for Brady. 22, Fred Savage in Princess Bride. 21, The Tramp. 20, Old Rose from Titanic. 19, William Atherton, all roles. Number 18, Bruce Willis's character's girlfriend in Pulp Fiction. Number 17, Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka. 16 is Irving from Jackass. 15 is Mrs. Doubtfire. 14 is Harling Mays from Flight. 13, Rocco from the Boondock Saints. 12, Steven from The Cable Guy. 11, Lester from American Beauty. Number 10, Uncle Billy from It's a Wonderful Life. Number 9, Rob from High Fidelity. Number 8, Baby Driver. Number 7, Scott Pilgrim. Number 6, Carl Burnett from Dazed and Confused. Number 5, Walter from The Muppets. Number 4, C-3PO. Number 3, Lars's coworker from Lars and the Real Girl. Number 2, Lois from Goodfellas. And number 1, the top worst character from a movie, Ferris Bueller.
Yes, congratulations. We did it. We did it.
Unbelievable.
Matt and
Proud
Will, thank you so much. What do you have? Anything you want to tell everybody your what's going on for in Chapo land? You doing any more live shows? What's coming up in 2023?
No live shows are on the docket yet, but stay tuned. We'll be hopefully get some tour dates for the end of the year. But I would like to announce, if you enjoyed my thoughts on movies on Best Show, then look forward to the upcoming Chapo Trap House miniseries, Movie Mindset, hosted by myself and my friend Hessa. We'll be talking about movies.
That's amazing. Matt, anything?
Just that.
Just that.
Just going to be listening to that.
Just you're telling people.
Should be coming out and like end of April, early May is when we're aiming for with that.
You're saying that's amazing. I can't wait for that. Movie Mindset.
Movie Mindset.
Movie Mindset. That's can't wait. I love you guys. Thanks for coming on. It's so much fun. And I can't wait to see you soon. And thank you for being part of the show. Thank you to everybody who contributed and chipped in and was a part of this. We built the list and we did it. And patreon.com/thebestshow. We got all sorts of stuff up there. Scharpling and Worcester Q&A is up there. S&W Q&A. We got a new Four Horsemen going up on the weekend. On Sunday. Ahoy right around the corner. Make Mike Marvel. So many things going up. Don't miss it. You want to be a part of the Patreon and support the show that way. That is how you support the show. Thank you for the support, and we will be back next week. We got a good one for you next week. I can't say exactly what it is, but I will say, if you like talk shows hosted by tree creatures, next week is the best show for you. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks to Matt and Will. What a blast. And we will talk to you soon and talk to you next week. Bye.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. Have a great night. Okay. Saying goodnight. Bye-bye. The Best Show is produced in partnership with the Forever Dog Podcast Network. The show is hosted by Tom Scharpling and features John Worster, Michael Lisk, Jason Gore, and Pat Byrne. The show is produced and written by Jason Gore, Pat Byrne, Michael Lisk, Brett Davis, John Worster, and Tom Scharpling. The Best Show is executive produced by Tom Scharpling, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. Co-executive produced by Jason Gore and Pat Byrne, segment producer Michael Lisk. The show is engineered and mastered by Andrew Gleason and Wesley Knapp. Graphic design, video editing, and social media by Brett Davis. Website and technical support by Martine Sellis. And the show is recorded at Forever Dog Studios in Los Angeles. Support The Best Show on Patreon over at patreon.com/thebestshow. And follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Best Show 4 Life. That's Best Show number 4 Life. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.